Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with Uncle French. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody! Tobin and Leroy here with you. Hello, Leroy.
You guys threw me. Listen. Can I just say this?
Sir, what do you got for us?
As people who live in South Florida
Yeah.
and know about the various stages of a hurricane, we shut down shop for a storm that was 300 miles away and heading in a different direction.
Hey, I'm with
I'm
you.
talking about, I'm not just talking about us,
but
I'm talking about schools, everything.
How's J-Fig late for a show she's not here for?
Huh.
How's she late for a show she's not here for?
I just think that when things get serious, if you have a lot of situations where you say they're going to be serious and they're not, then people are going to take you for your word when you say it's serious.
I was confused. Like, this is the thing. Like, I've become very confused. And you mentioned this yesterday with like local news and what I'm supposed to believe and whatnot. Because like my final tell was like, all right, I got up early today. I flip on the local news, and you guys know I have like the northern news.
Right.
And I'm looking at Buddy on the beach, and he looks like he could go like bask out in the sun. I'm like, what am I doing?
Right. Why is he taking pictures from the beach? It's not proving the point of the seriousness of the storm.
But he's like, if he's by the coast and it looks as calm, I'm like, I think I can make it down on the turnpike just fine. And I got to be honest with you, greatest drive I've ever had.
No traffic. Oh yeah.
Greatest drive I've ever had down here.
Everybody's putting wood on their house.
Talk. What a day. What a banner day. I've been here since before 9. This never happened before.
I stopped.
So like in reality, there is some wind. There is some wind. I mean, I got in my jacuzzi last night and a band came through, and by the time I got to the door, it was done.
Yeah, but I think like last night there was some rain. I think there's going to be some rain a little bit later today by us, but like like I put on the like my little phone logo. It's got like the little wind logos, but it's like 45 miles an hour. And then they're saying like, oh, tornado warnings. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? That's a game of roulette right there.
Wait, how about this? You remember, was it a couple of months ago where it flooded all of downtown just from rain? It wasn't even a hurricane. That was worse than this. So I don't know. I just think everything is.
Enjoy your day off. I think that's what I just said. Everybody down here, like for everybody who's in the Panhandle. Hey,
that's a different.
That looks
story.
scary. Yeah, that looks scary.
I talked to my buddy on the West Coast, right? He had a hunker down.
Yeah, I see that. You know, the West Coast of Florida, the Panhandle, Tallahassee looks like it's going to get annihilated.
Everybody from my hometown is calling me, and I'm like, the storm's going to get you more than it's going to get me.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
But like, I was very confused from the day, like we were supposed to have the event last night, and they were like, nah, abundance of caution, no event. I'm like, okay. I'm like, is it that? And I just kind of looked at it confused. I was like, is that going to be that bad? And so I don't know. Like, I don't want to, rip karma and I get blown into the ocean on my way home on the turnpike. But I'm just telling you, like, I woke up this morning and I'm like, I've lived down here a long time. I think I can make it to work just fine. I'm sorry, And I know Frog Boy was happy to hear from me because he's like, he was like, oh, but we're going to run a best of today. I'm like, best of.
I think you're storm shaming, dude.
Storm shaming?
I don't like how you guys are treating this. This is a serious situation we need to be monitoring at all times. And I'm not happy I'm here right now.
I'm sorry.
You're storm shaming.
I'm not storm shaming.
Yeah, you are, man.
We got a big week ahead. The Dolphins season is on the brink. We got the Hurricanes taking on Vot Tech tomorrow. And then,
Yeah, they playing down here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Storm shaming again.
I'm not, dude, take it from me. My hometown was demolished by a hurricane that nobody thought was going to be that big of a deal. Okay? Because Katrina came through Florida, then went in the Gulf, then went towards New Orleans. So believe me when I tell you, it comes from a place of like, yes, I'm going to be the first person to tell everybody. I've called all my friends on the West Coast, be careful.
Yeah.
However,
and maybe it's one of these things too, where it's like, we're all more used to, obviously, the pandemic. We're all more used to working at home. We like to work home a couple days a week. Trust me, I just needed a traffic day this week. I'm just like, I did like weekend shows. There was weekend travel. Gee, I'm not like, I get what the day and age is. If you can do it from home, might as well. What's the difference, especially around here? But they were like, we're getting told like, hey, run a recorded show. Recorded show? What? What do you mean? Like, what are the zombies coming?
Like,
crazy?
Like, I just think there's time and a place, right? Like when I try to, when I have conversations with my daughter, right? Like I say, hey, let's treat serious stuff serious, okay? And let's treat things of concern with things of concern. So don't come after me with things of concern like it's the end of the world, because when it's the end of the world, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference.
I'll tell you one thing though.
Just think that's how we got to go about it.
If we had a zombie apocalypse, every zombie show I've watched looks exhausting. So just take me. I'm done.
Like they've been running away. They've been running away from zombies for about 15 years now.
Just make me a zombie, dude. I'm just tired. I
Too
don't
much
want
cardio.
Nobody likes each other. Humans end up worse than the zombies.
Can I ask you a question?
Horrible, Tobin.
Are you more afraid of a zombie or a White Walker?
Oh, zombie.
Really?
Yeah, they seem more relentless. The White Walkers, I don't know.
Become a White Walker.
Yeah, but the White Walker's always got to do the bidding of the king. Like a zombie can do what he wants.
Yeah.
Well, why are they always working together?
I don't know, because they're lonely.
Yeah, they just kind of herd up like animals.
I don't know.
Right, they do, right? Right? You never have just one loose zombie just going to get his.
Zombies. Schmieden says, you more afraid of a zombie or Tim Boyle starting at quarterback? Definitely Tim Boyle.
No Same
question.
thing, actually.
No,
I mean, you know what? His name doesn't do him any favors either, right?
Tim Boyle? No.
Yeah, like that doesn't exude like.
He's got to like change the spelling.
It's a great name.
But we did wait. In fairness, we did say the same thing about Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I guess
Brock is a good name,
but like Tim Boyle sounds like a Peaky Blinder. Yeah. He doesn't sound like a quarterback.
Like he's got the Kango hat with the razor blades underneath.
Yeah, dude. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models in inventory like the Tucson, the Sonata, and the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Marlins, congratulations. Hit 100 losses. Hey, great job, guys. Lost to the Twins.
Oof.
And then Marcos and I spent the last 5 minutes going over how sad Bruce Sherman's resume is as owner.
Woo!
How do you top Loria? How does that happen?
And
The bar is
close.
The only reason why he hasn't topped Loria, because nobody talks. Right? Loria would throw it in your face like, I know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh yeah, he was like
he doesn't talk.
Loria was a blowhard. This guy, I don't even know. I think he could just walk on anonymously. I mean, he had Jeter here. We're all yelling at Jeter for years. But this is great. Leroy, this is Will Manso last night. Marlins hit 100 losses. They have now lost between 93 and 100 games in 5 of their 6 full seasons with Bruce Sherman as owner. And of course, they had a COVID year where they were a game over 500. Which
so that makes it even worse.
Yeah, it's like a couple of good months. Who knows what that would have turned into? But that was coming off a 105 loss season. These are his seasons with the Marlins: 63 and 98, 57 and 105, 31-29, COVID year, made the playoffs, tip of the cap. 67 and 93, 67 and 95, 69 and 93, 84 and 78 last year. Skip Schumacher's first year. They say, I don't know if we like this formula. Let's get the Rays guy. And now 58 and 100.
Wait, so they actually fired somebody for having a good year.
Crazy.
Say that to yourself one more time. We like what you're doing, but we're going to fire you.
How do you end up broker than Loria, lose more games than Loria? Because even Marcos and I were kind of perusing. We're like, Loria's run early on, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now, when he got to the stadium, the new stadium,
Sold everything.
yeah, he had some lean years in there for sure. But what is it, Mark? What he had? He only had 100 loss season, yeah?
100 loss, yeah.
One 100 loss season.
More than 93 twice.
That's crazy.
I mean, better than I thought for sure.
Yeah.
Hey.
And how have the Marlins not tripped into any good, good pitchers? They haven't tripped accidentally into anybody who's a star player other than kind of Jazz Chisholm when he would give you some games. And then they said, by the way, Jazz, you're healthy this year. Enjoy the Yankees.
So what you're saying is, let me see if I get this. Marcos?
Yeah.
Buckle up, buddy.
Uh-oh.
You're kind of saying you miss Loria and you liked him.
No, I don't. I'm not saying that.
Sounds like what you're saying.
I hated Jeffrey Loria.
Wait, but it sounds like you're saying you preferred his regime over this one.
Well, they do say they do say the old saying goes, better to have the devil you know than the devil you don't. And the thing with Bruce Sherman is nobody knows him. You know?
Hey, listen. If the complaint was they're not winning, then I'm gonna just put two and two together and say, they were winning more. So it kind of like the Loria regime more than this one.
I mean, I like baseball more when the Loria regime. So maybe that's just on me because I liked baseball more then.
Because they were winning more?
I mean, they had players.
Even though you had to deal with,
But how do you, as just a person,
everybody loved you when you came in. You could do no wrong.
All you like, Bruce, the level is like, it's below the basement, and somehow you took a shovel. First, you got a jackhammer out. You said Jeets, jackhammer, and then you took a shovel because you didn't even want Jeets around anymore. You took a shovel and buried even further. How's that possible? How's that possible? And don't tell me this, we're going to be the Rays thing. Hey, maybe you will. You told me you were going to be the Astros 6 years ago. I mean, that's the facts.
And you brought somebody in who was going in that direction.
And then you're like, Skip Schumacher, pretty good. Good trades. But they're like, not for us. We need to be little Rays. And it's tough not to just be like, wow, you wanted to go even cheaper? How's that possible?
Hey, valid point there, my friend.
This is crazy.
Valid point. You wanted to go even cheaper.
This is wild. But anyway.
What's the most the Marlins, out of curiosity?
Yeah.
And I know this is not a quick thing.
Mm-hmm.
The most the Marlins have spent on a roster in the
I don't know. I would venture to guess it's probably 2012 when they first went to the stadium. But
you think they spent over $100 million?
Yeah, they have spent over $100 million. There's been years where there's been even years that this regime has spent money, but
it's not good money.
They're so bad at it,
right?
So bad.
So then when they go, here's what sucks. Here's what sucks for South Florida. When these organizations have made an attempt to spend money, they spend it on what's the pitcher that never pitched?
Wei and Chen. That was a Loria move. Can't blame
but I'm just saying, I said these. I wasn't saying in particular. And
let's not lose sight of the fact that Jeffrey Loria was a bum. I just want to be clear.
So they spend money, and it's bad money, and we end up paying because they make bad decisions. Because now they say, "Oh, I can't do this again." Sound right?
What a disgrace. 100 losses.
And how many games they got left?
6?
6.
What do we got? 58? 4 games left. Sorry.
All right. We're not on Spider Watch though. That's what Robbie called it, Spider Watch?
No, we're not on Spider Watch. That's Chicago White Sox territory. The White Sox.
I don't understand how
You want to know how bad the White Sox are 38 and 120.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm okay with that.
What?
Yeah. Because we made a commitment to lose. The Marlins,
but losing, the thing about baseball is losing doesn't guarantee you anything.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
The only thing that guarantees you anything is going cheap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the Bruce Sherman era has been like, it's an era now. Like we're on the other side of we're in 7 seasons. That's almost a decade.
They say you become a different person every 7 years.
Who's we? Who's they?
They, the Zagoogles.
Don't try to get me with your jokey joke.
They have more years in that stadium than Loria did.
Yep.
I mean, that's wild. You gave Loria $1 billion. You got no money. You did this to hang out with Derek Jeter. God knows why. I don't understand that.
Jeez.
Crazy, man. What a disaster. And I understand. Look, if you want to be, for the Marlins, for you guys who are little Tobins out there, like I was, a wee lad, who was watching Vic Derensburg, okay?
Oh,
Jesus Sanchez, the pitcher. I've had scars, okay? Don't think I haven't been in your shoes. But, like, I understand. You basically, a detonator got taken to your rotation this year. I get it. That's fine. However, let's not act along the way like they would have figured that out either. Because I'm telling you right now, don't tell me that if Sandy went out there and had a great April and May that they weren't licking their chops to trade his ass.
You think?
Oh, dude, yeah. Let me tell you something. That Peter Bendix, he is licking his chops. He goes to bed at night smiling to himself about he can't wait for Sandy to go out there and give him 6 good weeks so he could trade for some shortstop out of Greensboro. He's already thinking about it.
Out of Greensboro. We
can't wait to watch some Grasshoppers games.
We just flew over the jumbo shrimp.
Bendy.
Now, I will say, hey, marketing team,
yes,
bang up job this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You guys deserve it.
You know what?
That's
sure.
Whoever, hey, great job this year. Flanagan's
if you go to a game,
jerseys,
you're gonna enjoy yourself.
Marketing
that
team
is if you're not there to see baseball wins.
Maybe the marketing team can go and look at a couple of sticks in the minors and they can pick somebody out good.
Question: is this the only ballpark where something that has never happened in the history of the sport happens and you only have 15,000 people there? You got to think hard about that.
I mean, Roy Halladay pitched a perfect game and they sold tickets to that.
No, but I'm just saying, is this the only place that could happen without having a full house? Because I can just think of a number, even Tampa.
Maybe Oakland, Tampa.
Because they're leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were used to that, though, when the Barry stuff. What? Even though it was in San Francisco, out on the West Coast.
Man.
I don't know. It's hard to find, though, right?
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Yeah, I looked at the lowest attendance, and you guys nailed it. Oakland, then us, then Tampa, and then the bottom 3 there. I assume those parks wouldn't get it done because even the White Sox, I feel like people in Chicago like baseball so much, they'll show up.
I don't think they're showing up, dude.
Oh, they're showing up more than the Marlins fans.
I don't think so. I don't think that's true.
Their attendance right now on ESPN.com, they're ranked 27th. The Marlins are 29th.
Yeah, but are they doing honest attendance? Remember the years where
Oh,
Jeets
yeah.
did honest attendance, where he was actually saying how
Wait
many?
a minute. Do we do honest attendance?
He was
I don't
doing
think they do
honest
honest attendance anymore. Yeah, he was
No.
doing like they would say, "Oh man, like the first couple of years of Jeter, go look at those attendance numbers,"
Yeah.
because they were given like the actual numbers,
So they'd have games where they'd say it was 3,000 people there.
like not even.
Oh,
Goodness, I remember we went to a couple of games and our voice echoed.
the pitcher looked at you guys and was like, "Keep it down."
Hey,
you could hear like when somebody hit a hard ball, you clearly.
like if I go to all right, what was the second year? That was 2018. So if I go to 2018, I'll pick a random game, random home game for the Marlins. Let's go.
Because sometimes I see inflated numbers, and I'm like, all right, where are they getting these numbers from? I understand people buy tickets and don't show up, but I want to know how many butts in seats.
I'm gonna go Thursday home against the Reds. They were
Yeah.
59 and 93 that year.
Sounds about right.
All right.
On a Thursday home against the Reds, I'm gonna say 4,000 people.
This says actually 9,800.
9,800. Thursday is kind of like a good.
It's almost a weekend.
That's in regards to improv talk.
Was somebody like going for a record or something?
If you want a good day of Thursday,
Yes, you got to check.
9,000 on that must have been a good promotion.
Austin Dean. Oof. What was I thinking? The Riddler. Look at this lineup. What am I doing to myself?
What are you doing?
We'll take a break. I spent way too much time on Bruce Sherman. He barely spends as much time building a baseball team.
Bastard.
Back after this.
WQAM
Welcome back, you rascals. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQM. Our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway is back. Got a $250 gift card that you can win to see some football. Maybe you're going to go watch some Thursday Night Football tonight.
Who we got tonight?
Giants.
Yes.
Cowboys.
Yes.
A division matchup.
Don't know why I was so excited.
Big stakes. If Cowboys lose this game, though,
Oh my goodness. I mean, like,
Chili peppers?
It's spicy.
no, but the problem is that they made Daniel Jones, the Browns made Daniel Jones look like Joe Montana last week.
Yeah, they did.
The Brownies?
Yeah, it was terrible.
The Brownies are
Yeah.
not in a good place right now.
Brownies thought to have a good defense. Was listening to Baldy this morning.
What do you mean?
Listening to Baldy.
Baldy was on Joe Rose today?
He was on.
He was on Joe Rose today?
Yeah, he was
Wow.
on- Hey, that guy. Let me tell you something about Baldy.
Hmm?
That guy knows football.
He does know football.
That guy knows.
I saw Baldy's breakdown today. He was breaking down Zach Sealer's performance.
Oh my gosh.
Sealer it on up.
Come on. What a year he's been
So what did he say about the
having.
Brownies' defense?
So Browns,
Because he knows the Browns. He knows the Browns.
He knows in general. He knows good defense.
Yeah.
Brownies defense underwhelming. He
Mm.
did, however, give kudos to another defense we didn't see coming. Unless you're a Dolphins fan, Brian Flores and the Vikings gave a lot of
Mm.
credit to the former Dolphins head coach. in
Brian
regards
Flores
to
can coach defense. Brian
that
Flores.
defense.
Nobody ever said Brian Flores was a bad coach. Never
Correct.
came out of anybody's mouth.
What about head coach? Think he's a good head coach?
I think
I think he was a decent head coach. I do
his-
think.
his-
I didn't. Dude, when he got fired, we were on the air. I'm like,
Yeah, no, it was shocking.
I was shocked he got fired.
Yeah.
Everybody, that the classic media thing where like once
After
he
the
got
fact.
fired, everybody's like, oh yeah, we knew he was a jerk. When he got fired, I was stunned. I thought they were going to get Jim Harbaugh. Turns out they were trying to get Sean Payton. All of it got blown up. They end up with Mike McDaniel, who I also like. Now, he's got some proving to do tonight. 'Cause let me tell you something, Mike McDaniel. Monday's a legacy game.
Oh my goodness.
Monday is a Mike McDaniel
okay.
Hey,
legacy game.
Question.
Legacy game,
That
dude.
was-
Can I just ask this question?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
You put all these names on games.
Yeah.
Do you understand what's going on with this team right now?
Yeah.
No.
And that is
Okay.
why it's a
No,
Mike McDaniel
but
legacy.
I'm just saying. Do you
Oh,
understand
really?
what this team is going through?
I
And
think
you
I
don't care.
No, well, actually, I do care. And because if you don't recall, maybe you don't recall, this was initially a don't lose.
Okay. I
Oh,
remember
so
that.
you changed it to a legacy game.
No.
Yeah.
A Mike McDaniel legacy game.
Well, Mike McDaniel's not playing.
No, well, listen, dude, he better get everybody in line. That's what we're all saying right
coach
here.
him up.
Who?
He's got to
They're banged
coach
up.
them up.
No
Who is he going to get in
pre-snap.
line?
People, dude, you better get those
Yeah.
Dolphins
Like,
in line. You're taking
I
on.
love the way you just disregarding what's going on with this team right now.
I'm not disregarding anything.
Are you not?
I'm not.
Even with what's going on, if they can't beat the Titans, that's a problem.
Yep. Titans suck. Their
Okay.
coach hates their quarterback.
Titans suck. This guy's got Mayo Cologne.
Yeah, yeah. And they ruined your season last year.
Yeah, remember that?
You know, Leroy, back in the day, can I just say something?
Yeah.
You and I go ways back.
That's
We go
true.
ways back, you and I.
Yeah.
We go ways back.
Mhm.
And back in the day, you
When I
used to
was
tell
young,
me
I'm not a kid anymore.
when you and I first started, you used to tell me about a little thing called a pride game.
Oh, pride.
Oh,
A
me?
pride game. Yeah.
Yeah.
This to me, classic Dolphins. Are you prideful professionals?
Prideful professionals.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference between me and you.
Yep.
You're basing pride on outcome, not on how they play.
No, not true. Not true.
Yeah, but, oh my goodness! Stop it!
What do you mean?
Stop it
dude?
right now!
You can
Stop it!
if the Dolphins go
You
out.
base all of your opinions on whether they won or lost.
No. but they should win.
So is
See,
it still a
you've
don't lose?
also okay.
It's not a don't. I mean, I can't don't lose it because I literally don't know who the quarterback is. Although I think it's going to be
Yes,
Snoop.
but that's my point. You
I
you
think
called
it's
it
gonna be Snoop.
So
seven.
now it's
different-
no
this
longer,
is a 7 different type of game, and you don't even know who's playing quarterback.
It is a Mike McDaniel legacy game. I
Mike
think I've made that clear.
Okay.
Then what now? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
What in the hell is a legacy game? Because
Oh,
I think when I think of a legacy game, I think of Peyton Manning getting his second Super Bowl.
No.
No, that's not a legacy game.
Legacy
'Cause that's-
game.
that grows your
Legacy-
legacy. That's
Yeah, that's you're
because
thinking.
guess what? If they win this game, right,
Mhm.
and win this game and look good,
Yep.
Nobody's gonna say 15 years from now that his legacy was built on beating the Titans on Monday night.
Well, that's okay if everybody just wants to forget history, but a legacy game is a legacy game, and this one is going to be a legacy game because you want to know something? People are questioning
No,
Mr. McDaniel
I
right
would
now.
like your definition of a legacy game because you keep talking around it. But
I'm
you
not
still
talking
haven't clarify, please.
I'm not talking about it.
Clarify,
'Cause You
please.
never know when a legacy game is
No,
going to appear.
You're
but
still
you know
not
this-
talking. Hey,
I am talking.
answer the question.
I'm telling you right now.
Stop Mike McDaniel in the situation.
Mike McDaniel, if he doesn't win this game, or at least show some respect, if they don't go out there, Leroy, and this offense doesn't give me 3 tutties, okay?
Yeah.
If they don't go out there and dazzle me with, and they have to be offensive touchdowns.
Wait,
Offensive
Right.
touchdowns.
wait a
That is
minute.
right.
Don't, you
You know,
can't.
I
Hold
was gonna
on.
ask you.
If
They got to
I
be
might-
offensive.
If I
Yeah.
might throw a little tidbit of facts in here,
Yeah.
you don't even know who the quarterback's going to be.
Figure it out.
None of my business.
Figure it
and,
out.
and neither one of them have been here for 2 months.
If you're going to be a
Oh.
guru, all right, because here's what I need to know. Are you hipster Adam Gase or are you a genius? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. And that's why
You can be the smartest person on planet Earth if your quarterback can't throw. That's a whole nother issue.
you picked these guys. This was your pick. Pick of the litter. Okay.
No, it wasn't pick of the
If you-
litter. It was is what we like to call in the Hoard household slim pickings.
No, if you would have you went and you picked Dre and you picked a great dog.
Yeah.
If you went and you had your pick of the litter and you picked a bum dog, that's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you.
You had the first pick.
Oh yeah, I picked Zeus. Yeah, picked
That's
Zeus.
Big dog.
Yeah,
Dade South says it's a classic blueprint game.
Blueprint game. Is
Mm.
it?
what are we doing?
Can't be a blueprint
It can't
game,
be.
Dade
It's
South,
Tennessee
because
Titans on Monday night. Nobody knows who's playing quarterback, and y'all done tagged this 7 different types of games.
it's not a blueprint game
How
because
about
Tua is part of the blueprint.
you do whatever you can to get out of this game with a W? I
Bad
don't
game?
care how bad it looks. I don't care. And you just keep winning games like that until you can get back to, all hands on deck. Stop looking for style points.
I'm not looking for
You
style.
might play a quarterback who just got into town.
I
So
just
what
need
the hell are you expecting? You're
They have
expecting
not-
offense to light it up?
they haven't led a game. Haven't led a game.
All right.
If you
Ooh,
really wanna be
man.
honest, we
Like
haven't
there's
played-
Tobin, and then somewhere over here on the other side of 75 is reality. Right?
I don't think that's true.
Oh, look, don't you do that. Don't you put that on me, Timbo.
Oh,
Timbo says sounds like Leroy thinks it's a TCB game.
oh, is it?
TCB,
Yes.
who's
See, I would
it
never.
was
See,
before.
this is my.
who's the quarterback?
Well, that's why I don't think it. I would never be as
So-
arrogant as to call this a TCB game.
You
That would
called
show
it every
arro-
other type of game. A
That- no,
legacy
no, no.
game
I
seems a
called it-
little worse. Wait, a legacy game seems a little bit worse than TCB.
Oh no, you're wrong, dude. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Really?
'Cause a legacy game is all about proving something that I don't know that you got in you. I don't know that you got it in you anymore. That's why it's a legacy game. Does he have it in him? That's why it's a legacy game.
No, because he could have it in him, but you need the quarterback to have it in him. Whoever's the quarterback.
Quarterback schmorterback, okay? You used to tell me we talk too much about the
Oh.
quarterback. You got Devon Achane, you got the Cheetah, you got Waddle. Figure it out.
Who's throwing it to him?
I don't know. He won't tell us.
It's got to be one of them quarterbacks who you didn't know.
I'll tell you one thing, though. If it's Snoop, A lot of guys can take a Pro Bowl quarterback, a Pro Bowl.
Oh my goodness!
You
Hey,
got a
hey,
Pro Bowl
no,
quarterback under center.
no,
You
no,
better make something happen with the Pro
Marcos,
Bowler.
Yeah,
Marcos,
yeah.
Marcos. He called this man's Pro Bowl fraudulent when he got here, and now all of a sudden he's using it.
Accolades are accolades, dude. You can't give me -1 for
Okay,
deception.
you want to go get Russ? Super
Talk to
Bowl
me on-
champ, Super
talk to me
Bowl
on-
champ,
Talk to me on Tuesday.
Super Bowl champ. I'm gonna give you the answer to that. No.
All right.
What if we win the game,
Hmm?
but it's with a defensive touchdown, kick
Good
return?
win.
free
Good
field?
win. That's what I'm gonna say.
But
Good
is that
win.
a Mike McDaniel legacy?
It don't matter. Good win. That's all you want to
Well-
do. I don't care how bad it looks. Just win the game.
All right. I'll recant my 3 offensive touchdowns. That's greedy.
That's ridiculous.
I'll take that back. But
Yeah.
he's got to sustain drives.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Wow, the ball,
Out of curiosity.
the bar has been.
How many times this year have they scored 3 offensive touchdowns?
Just one.
Did they?
No.
Right? No, they didn't.
No.
So they
So
have.
let me ask you this then, as a follow-up.
Mhm.
When you had all of your weapons accounted for,
Mhm.
they didn't score 3 touchdowns.
Mhm.
And you want a guy to score 3 touchdowns that just got here on Tuesday?
Well, dude, listen. If they had their starting quarterback, this would be a don't lose. Or if they were in the same situation with Tua, it would have been a Tua legacy game. But it's not. All right. Tua's legacy game may come later. I don't know when that is.
You got 17 names. You got what? We are again week 3. There's week 4.
Hmm?
You got 14 more names. Because I'm figuring every week we gonna stick another tag on one of these games.
You wouldn't say that the pressure cooker is on Mike McDaniel right now?
I'm not. No. See, we're talking about 2 different things.
I don't think we are.
I'm not saying the pressure's not on Mike McDaniel to try to make something happen,
Mm-hmm.
right? But for you to put all these tags on him without the starting quarterback and with a lot of guys banged up, right? I think it's a little bit unfair to be going to that extreme with calling it a certain type of game.
Look, you're a Mustang bucking your cowboy right now, and I want you to run free through the field. We're not disagreeing here.
What?
We're not disagreeing here.
Don't worry. Thank you, Marcos. Even Marcos shook his head. Even Marcos shook his head, right? We talk about Mustangs and bucking Broncos and stuff like that.
You ever see like in the
No.
you ever
I'm
see
just saying right now, no.
in the westerns, like some cowboy would come across a Mustang in the wild. He said, "Easy there, young fella," and he's bucking all over the place, right? But it's like, hey, we're on the same page here.
I watched the other side of that. World's Funniest Videos when he gets kicked in the head. That's what I watch. What is wrong with you? Like you just trying to get to the end of the segment because like you reaching.
Am I?
Yeah. We started the conversation talking about legacy games and we ended it talking about Mustangs.
I think we were talking about Baldy. He was talking about the Cleveland Browns.
See, look. See what he did there?
That's what I think we were
See what
talking
he did there, Marcos?
Last
He
time
tried to get that stink off of him, and he know he could just say one name, Baldy.
Commanders game? Was it the Commanders game?
No, it was Jets. I think that was after Jets Dolphins, right? Let's see.
Black Friday last year.
December 17th. Because Commanders were December 3rd. Then we played the Titans and lost. And then we had the 30-0 blowouts. Since then, I know we had the field goal fest on Christmas Eve and the field goal win against the Jags. But we haven't really won like a game like convincingly since December 17th of last year.
Haven't cracked 21.
So now, let me get this straight. We worried about how they win.
Yeah, I need to.
Where's my fun?
If I'm squeaking by people, I'm not going to do anything in the end. If I'm blowing
That's
up,
not true. That's not true.
Who has a whole
That's not
season
true.
squeaking by?
If you just win, get accustomed to winning. Just get accustomed to winning and win and find ways to win and find ways to win. That's what you do. That's where we are. There's a lot of teams in that boat right now. A lot of teams. You think San Francisco would have been happy to just get out of there with a win, regardless of how bad it looked? Yeah, they got a lot of guys hurt. They're just trying to get through this till some guys can come back with wins. Because guess what?
Hmm?
It's not an excuse. So, like, if it's not an excuse and you expect them to win, then don't grade me on how I win. Just grade me on the win.
Take a break. More to come after this.
This hour
Welcome back. Welcome back. Tobin Leroy here with you.
You know who that is, Tobes?
Stevie Wonder.
You just came out of that room, huh?
No, I like Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
I like a lot of Stevie Wonder's music.
You know his first hit came out in 1972.
Jeez. I don't like that Bomani Jones has said for a while he doesn't believe that he's blind.
I've heard that from
It's a funny bit.
I don't like that, dude. I don't like questioning somebody's blindness.
Wait, I got a crazy story for you.
Oh,
So when I was about 14 or 15, my grandmother took me to see Ray Charles, right? And so might have been a little bit younger. So, you know, he'd be on this thing rocking like this, right? And back then, people were more secretive with their drug use. So nobody really knew what was up. I say, Grandma, why he rocking like that? Say, oh, that's how he orchestrates with the band. So they all on beat.
Great grandma.
So then I saw the movie Ray. I said, he was on that stuff. He was shooting up. He had the shakes. She said, you ain't need to know that.
She's right. She's right.
I'm like, wow. Now, if there was anybody you question that he could see, it would be him. Because how could you hit a vein in your arm to get drugs? Think about that.
I haven't seen Ray in a long time. Might do a rewatch on that.
good movie.
Yeah. I mean, people don't realize how talented, what's his name is that played Ray?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. I remember because remember when they had the Jamie Foxx show, he would play the piano on his show and sing.
Jeez.
And we always wondered if it was real.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is probably one of the most talented people ever.
Yep.
Comedy, music, acting.
He did a little bit of everything.
He was supposed to do a Tyson, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Bun. You remember that movie? Buns. His name was Buns. What was that? I can't think of the name of the movie.
I know he was quarterback of the Miami Sharks.
That's true. Willie Beeman.
That's right. Booty Call.
I saw Ty walk
Booty
around here
Call.
with Willie Beeman jersey.
That's what it was. Booty Call. Buns.
Man.
Hey, man. So you want to hear something crazy?
Sure do.
So I spent an hour on the phone with AT&T yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Because here's why. I transferred all my stuff to my new phone, right? But you know, when you do certain things, like when you try to go to the AT&T website, they ask you for that second level of security. And they say, where can we text this code to? Now, my number is the primary number of all of our numbers. So when I go and they put the number up, my number doesn't show there. Right.
Weird.
So I called, they bounced me around to 20 different people. And then finally the lady goes, oh, you gotta wait a couple of days because you got a new service. I'm like, this never happened before.
I've never heard that.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is what's amazing to me. Like, AT&T, you are so efficient at what you do, right? That's why I have to talk to somebody that's calling from God knows where, because you're trying to go cheap because you're so inefficient with customer service. Like, have you ever called AT&T and got the right person on the first try? That's after you talk to the computer.
They're the Bruce Sherman of phone use.
Like, it's unbelievable.
Except I guess AT&T does have a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
They're just cheap.
I mean, they tried to rob my wife yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, she went to one AT&T. They offered her $800 for her phone. She got it in paperwork and whatever. She got a new phone, then went to closer AT&T to our house to trade in her phone. They're like, man, we can only give you $350. And we're like, okay. Jeez. But on this paper here, it says $800. And their response was, yeah, well, that's like a franchise store. They can do what they want. Over here at the corporate store, only $350.
Oh,
Right.
okay. So like an own.
That's
Gotcha.
the other thing. That's the other thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I'm sorry that I assume if you got the AT&T stuff in front of your store that you're AT&T, but you'll go in there and they go, we can't do that. You got to go to the main
flats.
AT&T. Right. It's
At this McDonald's, Big Macs
Right.
are $22.
Yeah.
And we serve hot
They almost
dogs.
are.
We are, yeah.
It's getting crazy out there. You know, I could use a little, to get some Big Mac money or phone money. Maybe I got to win something, Leroy. Maybe I got to go out there and
Let me tell you
win something, huh?
I never thought that this would be me, right? Because I've done fantasy and I get tired and bored of it after 2 weeks. One of your guys gets hurt, your main guy. So if you got Christian McCaffrey and you drafted him high and he's hurt, you're done. Prize Picks got me watching all of these games, even the garbage games, because it's the #1 daily sports fantasy app with now over 10 million viewers. All you got to do is pick 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Now, this is the last week for the Caleb Williams deal. So if you pick 5 games and throw Caleb Williams in there, if he gets a yard, you automatically get that one. So this is the last weekend for that. But every Tuesday, they come out with new deals. They come out with new deals every Tuesday, and Prize Picks puts their members first. So guess what? You get paid quick. You get paid in as low as 15 minutes. They also have an insurance policy. If your player, one of your players, gets hurt and doesn't return in the second half, you still can win. So that's a cool thing too, because you ain't never benefited from a player getting hurt in fantasy anything if he got hurt in the first half. So just load the Prize Pick app today and use code WQAM and get $50 instantly when you pay $5. That's code WQAM, and you don't even have to win to get the $50. Prize Picks, run your game. Visit prizepicks.com for more details.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
No, Marcos, we don't got time
It's
for it
our
today, man. I don't, we got to get back, baby. I mean, I really murdered that clock.
Hey,
Dude, I apologize.
hey, so
I apologize.
a tree fell in my damn pool.
What?
One of those big, like,
The ones you have like in the corner?
Was anyone around to hear it?
what?
Minus one.
What? No,
Chicanery.
That's good.
-1.
So I go to pull it out of the pool, and one of the dogs decides he wants to go for a ride. So he gets on the tree and rides it as I pull it. I'm like, what are you
like
doing?
It's like Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Right.
Good. That's fun.
Wow.
Wow, Leroy, you got trees falling in your pool? Does that mean
Yeah. It's look, it's breezy out there. I'm not like it hasn't rained as much as they said, because they made it sound like it was gonna be 3 to 6 inches of rain. And it hasn't rained because maybe, and sometimes it's a good thing when it's really windy, it doesn't rain for long periods of time because it just blows right through. And also things dry up quickly when it gets wet. So other than that, yeah, it was a nice tree. I'm surprised nobody saw it.
Apparently, according to Marcos, nobody heard it.
Didn't make a sound then. Doesn't make a sound.
-1.
No, it's just
Stop making those things.
Okay.
And
-1.
I printed something out on my printer,
Hmm?
and my dog tried to attack the printer.
The baby?
Yeah,
Oh,
Dre. He's like, he looked back. He said, I got this.
Good
That's
guard
back,
dog.
Back
not
up.
baby no more. That is a big dog now.
Oh, yeah. Marco saw him. He's
Did he?
huge. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't like, my dogs are nice. They just, only one barks like he gonna eat your face off. But
Greg says on the chat, we 100% need to draft a QB. We need a guy who can be ready right away. I'd love to get Cam. Or
okay,
Manning.
question. Hold on.
Hmm?
Like, this is what I love about comments like this. Have you looked around the league in the last couple of years? How many quarterbacks have gone right in and played and done well? Of all the quarterbacks that have been drafted. So say the last 15 quarterbacks, maybe one, and he's not having a good year so far this year, and that's CJ Stroud.
He's doing
Who else
right.
has come in and been good consistently the whole time? None.
I don't think that's the attitude that like you want to have though. Like if it's
You're not gonna find that guy though. It doesn't exist.
Yeah,
So
but I think,
stop acting like you could just go draft a guy to take over your team tomorrow. It doesn't exist.
I don't like the things that I was feeling when I saw this Photoshop online today because I sent it to Marcos. I didn't send it to you because you would have poo-pooed our fun. But I didn't like how good this felt when I saw this Photoshop of Cam Ward all dolphined up. I was like,
And the Aqua
Wow.
and Orange. What number is he wearing?
You've said that about the last two
wow. Who?
quarterbacks. that
Oh,
played for
come on.
Miami.
You know this is different though, dude. Come on.
No.
No.
Again.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Hold on. It may be different, but this is now the second or third time you've said this with a quarterback out of Miami in recent years.
Not to draft him.
Oh my!
Never
goodness.
said that.
Like you? Oh, okay.
Never said that.
Okay.
This guy's making me feel feelings, dude. He is. Now I'm not gonna say what those feelings are, but I'm thinking them.
Okay.
I'm thinking them.
So you rats off a ship on Tua?
Well, rats off a ship on Tua. That is nothing. One thing has nothing to do with the other. I don't even know if Tua's because I don't even know if Tua's going to continue playing football. All I'm just saying is I saw that and I was like, oh,
Okay.
I was like lecherous. You got to admit it. It looks sharp in that jersey. That's a good look.
I'm afraid though, man. Stock is rising with every week. We may not be able to get him.
That's true. That is true.
Well, actually, the rate that this team.
But hey, believe me, there's some teams that are a lot worse than the Miami Dolphins.
Not many.
Okay.
Yeah, statistically, not many.
Statistically, not many.
Right. Okay. Well, at this moment.
Yeah, at this moment.
over the last couple of years.
Okay, but I'm not talking about the last couple of years. I'm talking about this moment.
And after week 3, yes, they're at the bottom of the league.
At week 3, and you wouldn't even let me put importance on this game because you're sitting here and you're like, come on.
I didn't. Wait.
Look who the quarterback.
Wait. You're confusing me thinking the game is important versus that dumbass tag you put on it. I'm just saying the tag is unnecessary. The win is important, though. You got to win games however you can get them. I don't care how it looks. I don't care who it's against.
Mm-hmm.
You just keep getting wins until you guys get back.
So who's supposed to make that happen?
We don't know who the quarterback is.
Okay, but what quarterback aside, you know what the options are.
I'm never here. So we can end this theory right now.
Yep.
Right? I'm always going to lean towards the players over the coach.
Okay.
A bad coach and good players can still win.
That's fair.
But a good coach and bad players can't.
That's not true.
Really? Okay.
Well, define win. Can they win games? Can they win? Can they get some out? Yeah, of course. We've seen coaches coach their way to outperform the talent they've had.
Okay. Yeah.
Could you win the Super Bowl? No, I'd rather take the better players than the good coach.
Okay. That's my point.
Okay. You don't think it looks good in that jersey, though? I mean, look. I mean, he looks pretty sharp.
Wow.
Hey, I'm not folding up like
say about Cam Ward, Frog Boy.
What do they say about him?
You tell me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thing you say about all the quarterbacks you like?
Mobile. Mobile, dude. But, nonchalantly mobile. Not trying to do too much and, maybe injure himself.
Cam was teasing us, He was teasing yesterday because he was talking about Restrepo.
Oh.
And I was like, wow. Because they saying that we ain't even seen the best of Xavier Restrepo yet because we're doing things in practice. We haven't even gotten to pull off yet in the games. And I'm like, more to come, eh? Wow.
I first heard of him and seen him when I watched the bowl game in December. So from that bowl game, I knew he was a dog. Like the plays that he make in the game, like he make crazier plays in practice. Hopefully we get the right situation this year, at least one play. Me and him we've been working on his throw. We hit it in practice a couple of times already. He made some crazy catches, and I just hope he can show y'all that crazy catch that he'll end up doing in the game.
They got a plan crazy
catch. That's a bag of tricks.
Say he made a crazy catch.
I'm saying though, like as a magician doesn't reveal all its tricks.
It's true.
Yeah.
Tricks, they're for kids.
You just can't
silly rabbit. Silly ribbit.
Okay.
Why we would be having a serious conversation and then we go to Looney Tunes?
We weren't having serious. I mean, we were talking about a Cam Ward Dolphins Photoshop.
Ooh.
In fairness, and then we were talking about Cam Ward.
Man, it's a hell of a life to know. One week you can be loved, and the next week somebody else could be in your jersey.
I mean, listen, I'm just looking at the jersey. I'm like, wow, because Cam Ward is listen, we can't ignore that he's been fun.
Yeah, no, not even questioning that. Listen, I hate in sports if you say something positive about one person, or if you would prefer somebody else, it genuinely has to mean that you don't like the other guy, right? I got nothing negative to say about Cam Ward. I just ain't ready to fold up shop like you guys all are about Tua.
I'm not folding up shop.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm not folding up shop.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm not folding up shop.
Yes, you are. You know what you did? Look, you holding hands with Tua and Cam Ward walk by and you look.
Wow.
That's what happened. That's just like that. Just like that. You
look.
Woo! Act like you were stretching. Whoa.
I'm just sitting there. I'm just tuning in and watching some Canes football. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've done origami with my shop. I am folding it up, fall on the sword for Cam Ward.
Wow. You steal that?
Totally stole that. Totally stole that. That is Tua. I'll give him. He can have the rest of this year. He can come back after IR. We'll give him one more shot. Then just go enjoy your life, dude. You've done enough. You've done enough. You can look back at your career and be like, hey, I won a national championship. I was one of the best quarterbacks in the league when I was healthy. Just go off into the sunset, give us back some money, and we can pay Cam Ward.
Wait, give us.
Well, it'll be the nice thing to do after this.
Wait, so wait. You think you're more inclined to get money back if you run him out of town?
It's a small donation. We're not asking for much.
How about a small donation?
It's the 28 million back if possible. If it just a small little donation. Or run the ball more. Because remember that was mobility. He was good.
Yeah, he's good.
He was extending plays.
Although Cam's got to be thinking, if he comes to this offensive line, good luck, dude, because you got to be behind Eichenberg.
We look at these shrimps. I'm not used to this. We got to start drafting Miami Hurricanes offensive line. That's something we haven't said.
First, Cam Ward.
First, Cam Ward, of course. Isn't it amazing, though?
You're not excited about tomorrow, though? Like, I'm just excited to see the kid put on a show.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. These Canes are ready to put on a show.
Yeah.
Different attitude, Yep. The smellephant.
The what?
The smellephant.
The more I look at it,
I think it's like calling something smelly poop.
What?
You don't have to say the smelly part. Elephants in general stink.
Yeah, but smellephant though, that's pretty good.
Saying a smelly elephant is like saying smelly poop. We know.
I don't know what you're saying, dude. That's not what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Always disappointed in me.
Leroy.
That seems very fitting.
Take a break back after this.
This hour of Tobin
You know, so ragamuffin chatter, the most.
Welcome back, Tobin and Leroy. Back with you here, 560 WQAM. Hey, our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway is back. We got a $250 gift card that you could win to see football and soon the Heat and Panthers. To enter, go to WQM.com/contest. Dave & Buster's, eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. Marlins lose last night to the Twins. Hundy losses for the Fish this year. Thursday Night Football back tonight. Giants hosting the Cowboys at 8:15. And we have the Miami Hurricanes on the field tomorrow against Virginia Tech. 7:30 is your kick there. So what is that, 3:30 for pregame tomorrow, Marcos?
Yes, sir. 3:30 pregame. Eric Metcalf was the answer on Good Morning Football's trivia.
Was he?
Yes. I don't know the question, but I just saw him flying down the sideline.
Did I believe it was, and I think it was famous returner who read the toes.
Correct. That was yes.
I think that's what the question was, dude.
That's what it was.
I'm pretty sure.
What's wrong with you two knuckleheads?
Oh man, we're just having a little fun, baby. That's all. That is all. But yeah, excited for the Canes tomorrow for sure. Mishael Powell yesterday was speaking to the media. Of course, he bringing the belts to the ass after his interception this past week. He was, let me tell you something. The one thing that is interesting, right? You know, they always say with the Canes that, you know, you want that Miami swagger, but the Canes have brought in some swagger from that transfer portal.
Yeah.
Some of these experienced guys have brought that, and Mishael Powell is no exception to that. But he was saying, Leroy, as a guy, you know, you don't have to brag. I mean, he did beat the Huskies last year. But as a guy who went all the way to the national title game last year, Mish did, with Washington, he says he does see a lot of similarities with this team and the team that made the national title game last year. Here was the Canes DB.
I would probably say, you know, looking into a mirror, really, you know, I think there's a few little differences just because, you know, different team. But in terms of, you know, the key things that, you know, national championship teams want to have, you want to have, you know, a player-led team. You know, that's one thing that we for sure have here as a player-led. You want to have a good culture and guys hold each other accountable. And, you know, you want guys to, you know, always exceed the standard every single week. You know, those are just a few things that we have that I could go like, you know, on and on about, you know, all the type of things that we have that for sure line up with, you know, last year's team. And, you know, I think overall that's just one of the reasons why I came here. You know, I could tell, I could feel that type of energy here, talking to Coach Cristobal, Coach Guidry before coming here. So that's why I knew, you know, this was the place for me to be.
That's Goosies right there, dude.
Yeah.
Went through the journey last year. Goosies. Came up short against those cheating Wolverines. And now he's getting another
That's
chance.
right. That's okay.
That Washington team was good last year.
Yeah, I was just looking at it now. I was like, okay, how did Washington make there?
Penix, dude. They had Penix. They had weapons.
Course,
yeah, dude.
They had a Dunzi.
Yep.
Pretty good.
They had even their other guy went in the first round, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. They were pretty loaded last year. So making the journey again, dude. Dade South says Tobin is Quiche Powell. I don't like quiche.
Quiche.
Not a quiche guy.
What is quiche?
You haven't had the quiche I've made.
You've made quiche?
Yes, sir.
Quiche is like an egg thing, right? Isn't it like an egg pastry?
Yes, yeah, but
in it.
Let me tell you something.
Ugh.
I'll lock and load one up for you. You're like, just like I told you, Marcos, you was gonna like hot dogs.
No, that hot dog was good. But I wasn't like against hot dogs before. I just was like, man, it's just a hot dog. Then I learned what a real hot dog was. Quiche just looks like egg cake.
Nope.
Egg pie.
You know what my quiche has in it?
Omelet pie.
No. You know what my quiche has in it?
What?
You're not gonna like it, Marcos.
No.
Shrimp, crab.
Oh man, Marcos, I don't know how you don't like seafood, dude. Like when he took us to Shuck and Jive.
Oh yeah, must be nice.
Shuck and Dive.
Shuck and dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch out.
He
dude.
When he does that crawfish mac and cheese.
Crawfish mac and cheese. Just get
check this out. So I hadn't eaten here. You know how much I like rustic inn.
Yep.
And I hadn't eaten there in a while because after the pandemic, they kind of went, you know, they got a little Adele on their food.
Mailing it in.
So it was Mima's birthday. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead on and try it, right? So I got the lobster fried Diablo, and then I saw they had like uh a clams kind of assortment of things. You could just get it, and then they had oyster Rockefeller, right? So oyster Rockefeller is basically spinach, cheese, cream on top of it baked. So it's not raw oyster, it's baked. Let me tell you, you know how much I love the ones at Shuck and Dive. You give them a little run for their money.
Really?
It was tasty.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Don't say that,
It's just
dude.
oysters baked.
You know, Leroy one time said he wasn't a coffee guy, and then he got into coffee. Maybe if you just give it a little.
No, let me tell you why.
Give it a
Let me
little.
tell you why.
You might
Marcos,
like it.
I was tricked into coffee because the girl in Vegas had her own little personal cart with all of the fixings on it. So, and we didn't have to go nowhere. It was free. I'm like,
free coffee?
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, go ahead on. Give me the. I told her, I say, hook me up with the wake up special. Because Vegas.
Bought my son some trying to see what he likes. Frozen breaded shrimp. And as I'm like cutting it up, feeding it to him after I air fried it or whatever.
You sound like you got a frog in your throat right now.
Right now?
Yeah. Clear that puppy up.
First of all, Marcos.
Yeah.
My kid's first experience with seafood ain't gonna be frozen seafood.
Well,
it's gonna be the good stuff.
I mean, baby steps for Frog Boy's family.
But sometimes when you freeze it and then cook it, it don't have the same.
So you gave him frozen shrimp, and you were what, disgusted by it?
So the problem was I forgot, and I'm like licking my fingers after trying to get some crumbs off. And I'm like,
So you were whining more than him. Did he look up at you and said, "Stop being a baby"?
Yeah.
No, but when I gave him calamari and the squid came away from the ring, he's like, "What the hell is going on here?" Yeah, was not a fan.
So, wait, do you guys like onion rings?
Yeah.
I don't like onion rings.
They're all right. It's not like it's a change up. It ain't a fastball.
Yeah. I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna order it. Burger King accidentally gets one in my fries. Sure, I'll have it. I'll take it.
Oh, man, we'll mix it on. Speaking of mixing up orders, we mix it on up coming up next.
Coming you.
Welcome back, Tobin and Leroy. Hey, if you guys want to go see the Deftones, the North American tour is coming to Amerant Bank Arena in March. And JFig's giving away her tickets. Keep on listening for details on how you can win. It's a Live Nation show, pony. Let's mix it on up, dude.
Let's do it.
What do you got today for us, Froggy?
Well, it was a topic of conversation yesterday for us.
Hmm?
The Miami Hurricanes swagger is back.
Yeah.
They're taunting.
Ooh.
They're telling people where we're going to run the ball.
Right there. Stop it.
Cam Ward explains how he gets under opponents' skin with taunting. This is the future Miami Dolphins quarterback.
I don't know. It was just fun. I mean, I'd probably say South Florida is probably like the first team who like actually came out and like was like very physical with us. Like that's the brand of football that we pride ourselves on. That's the brand of football that we want to be. And you know, South Florida being at home, they want to win the game. And, you know, they came out ready to hit. And I mean, you know, it's football at the end of the day. And, you know, after the game, we dap it up. But, you know, in between those lines, it's war.
Yeah, tough break for you Gators.
Oh, yeah, right? Completely called him out.
Wow.
Not surprised.
Not at all. It's good.
It is good. It's actually, one may say, it's great.
It's enjoyable. Hell of
But-
a show. Can't wait for tomorrow night.
Can't talk about it, though. Don't talk about it. We're not there.
Nah, we're not saying it. We're just thinking it. Canes Hokies tomorrow night. ACC play. What else you got? Marcos?
Our mixed bag has been very football heavy.
Yeah.
As of recent.
Mhm.
And that won't change today necessarily, but I do want to offer a change of pace, if you will.
Okay.
You guys familiar with Shaquille O'Neal's podcast?
The big podcast.
The big podcast, indeed. Seems like everyone has podcasts nowadays.
Yep.
Shaq's in the game now. Recently, he had Draymond Green on, and he had some reasoning as to why he feels Kobe Bryant sometimes gets left out of the GOAT conversation.
What?
Hear Draymond's reasoning and tell me if you agree.
You think my guy deserves to be in that conversation? Kobe? Yes. For sure. 100%. So how come he's not all the time? Here's why I think he's not. Number one, he played with you, and people hold that against him. Number two, Kobe kind of fell in a weird time. And what I mean by that is Mike left the league. When Mike left the league, y'all were dominating. And then when you left the Lakers, they had a few rough years. Wasn't great. They didn't have great roster. It wasn't great. While it wasn't going great, there was a young guy in Cleveland starting to make his hay. And so in the years where Cole could have been dominating, which he was from a number standpoint, but they weren't winning on, in those years, Bron was making his hay and starting to make his name. And is he the best player? And I think the amount of time that it was a consensus that Kobe was the number one in the league, like the top guy. I don't think it was long enough for everybody to say, like, to put him in that conversation because Bron then came and put his name in the conversation.
Okay, dude.
Oh, a lot to unpack there for you, huh?
All right. First of all,
Yeah.
I say this with great respect, okay?
Oh,
Because it's obviously Kobe
okay.
Bryant. We're losing one of our great athletes of all time.
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
Mm.
If there's one thing Kobe Bryant is not lacking,
Yeah.
it's praise from the basketball world.
Okay.
That there's been so much Kobe love from this generation.
Yeah.
I think he gets plenty of the respect that is in the appropriate level of hierarchy.
Yeah.
I mean, do you disagree with that, Leroy?
No, I get it. For somebody to say, why isn't Kobe mentioned? I mean, think about it. First of all, when you think of all the top 5 to 10 players, or however many you want to name, you go through a long stretch of those guys before you repeat positions. And when the greatest did the same thing you did in Jordan, they're going to make sure they keep him far away from you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas every other, like Shaq Shaq's had other centers, but not that big, not that athletic early in his career, not that dominant. And so from that standpoint, that's why Kobe doesn't get mentioned with the Jordans and the LeBrons, because he was like Jordan.
And also, he was very clearly the second best player on his 3P team.
Right.
It was Shaq's team. Like, that's okay. He got his. He did. But, like, Shaq left. And, hey, guys, you missed a big part of that. And what happened when Shaq left? He won another one with Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
Like, what? I don't know, man. We don't have to say everybody gets disrespected in the GOAT talk.
And we don't, and that's the thing. Do you have to be numbered at a certain place to be an all-time great? Nobody's ever disputed whether Kobe's all-time great.
Nobody.
Just because you don't mention him with Jordan.
Hey, how come we never you want to know who gets disrespected? Tim Duncan. Did anybody talk about Tim Duncan in the GOAT talk? No.
Wow.
Any kids want to act like him? No. I haven't heard one kid come out of the draft and say they love the big fundamental. Not one. Everybody wants to be Kobe. Jaime loves Kobe. Bam loves Kobe. Tyler loves Kobe. Everybody loves Kobe.
Nobody says I want to be Tim Duncan.
Nobody says they want to be Tim Duncan, dude. I didn't hear. Didn't Callout Ware? I don't know. Maybe I don't remember what Callout Ware said, but I know it wasn't Tim Duncan.
This is interesting. How long have you hated Kobe?
I know it. Well, I have a complex relationship with Kobe.
Let me explain something to you, Frog Boy. That's what I get when I say anything about any player that Tobin likes.
See, I do have a complex thing with Kobe because I think at D Wade's best, I think he was better than Kobe. I think he was. Now D Wade won't say that. Everybody will say,
no way.
I'm just saying. What do you mean no way?
Here, can I just say this?
Point shooting.
Let me say this. They are too different.
Very similar
to compare them. But D Wade did it a different way, and sometimes that's hard to compare. Right?
It is, but
what makes you great is your ability to do what you want, no matter what the circumstances are.
I think
D Wade could do that.
I think D Wade at the peak of his powers before injuries caught up, that doesn't have the longevity of Kobe. I think D Wade would probably admit that.
But being
Kobe was
greater,
more of a. Go ahead.
Being greater for longer matters. That's
part
of it.
I think that's fair, and I think that D Wade probably admit that Kobe was more of a maniac worker than he was. But dude, I mean, just like, come on, the way that the thing is that those guys at their points, right, when D Wade was flash and up to like 09, 10, 11, like, man,
I do think Kobe stole
unstoppable.
an MVP from him. Was it the 09 year? I think
that went to LeBron.
Oh, LeBron.
But yeah,
that's
D Wade wasn't even in that conversation, which was a joke because I think Kobe finished second, and D Wade should have won MVP that year. He was the best player on the planet,
easily. That's a crazy Wade no one talks about. Bald Wade in the Olympics. Woo, that was a good year.
But like to say he doesn't get the respect he deserves, like that's a crazy that is just not true.
You might as well walk around in the Celtics jersey the way you're talking over here about.
I don't understand. Why can't I? Oh, by the way, another one. I mean, who does Jason Tatum? My God, we get Tatum. We know you love Kobe.
He texted him again, actually.
I mean, like Jason Tatum's like Kobe. I get it.
He even kissed the trophy like Kobe and then put it on his back.
He did do that. He got a tattoo of himself kissing the trophy.
Gross.
Schmeathan says, I can't believe Tobin would speak ill of the dead like this. Show some respect. I said, bastard. That's what I said.
No. Hey, so let's remember this.
Some respect.
The next time you go off on me like this, I want you to remember this. Because this is how you get me all the time, right? Oh, you just don't like him. Oh, you hate. Why do you hate the teams down here? Why do you? So now you're experiencing it. So remember the next time we have one of these conversations, I want you to remember this.
I won't learn my lesson.
Look, just don't bring
No,
up
of course
religion,
not.
politics,
Of
or
course
Kobe
not.
around.
Bro, do you understand? Do you understand? If we had to mark the tape of all the crazy things that you've said and done, there wouldn't be any room on the server. You hope you, in fact, have conversations knowing that there's no room to record your nonsense.
Uh-huh. What else you got, Frog Boy?
From one player you hated in Kobe to a player that Leroy hates in Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, he
I
hates
don't
him.
hate Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Aaron
you
Rodgers.
hate Aaron Rodgers,
Hates him.
dude. Never have I ever is a game people play sometimes. And if I were to play it in this situation, one thing I would have never expected is for Aaron Rodgers to describe playing quarterback as the Jets, his biggest issue being handling success.
I go back to this quote a lot, but Mike McCarthy said our biggest struggle is going to be handling success back in 2006 in Green Bay. And there's a lot to that. I think, when it's easier when you kind of get kicked in the teeth to kind of come together. It's us against the world. It's us against the big bad media who's saying how bad we are. We can kind of come together, but can you still come together and have the same approach when everybody's kind of starting to sing your praises a little bit? I think that's the mark of a great team, is can you handle the success part with the same focus, the same mentality, the same mindset, the same energy when you're starting to get on a little bit of a roll.
All right, calm down, dude. You guys beat the Pats.
Woohoo! My boy.
You're a week removed from saying we have to relax like it's the flamenco or something like that.
Okay.
No,
Another random trip to Guatemala.
Oh, man.
Love that. Handling success.
Speaking of goats.
Oh.
The Heat point guard goat came out yesterday and said something.
Wow.
And I didn't like it.
What did Goran Dragic say?
It wasn't Goran.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't Goran.
All right.
That's another one Leroy got mad at me over. But it is closer than you think.
No, it's not.
It's closer than you think.
No, it's not.
Tim Hardaway.
Whoa. Okay.
Had some things to say about Heat drama.
Oh, no.
And I don't like it. That's next.
Ooh.
Join Hawk and My love, too sexy for my love. Love's going to leave me.
You got lucky. What do you mean I got lucky?
You got lucky.
What do you mean I got lucky?
I had two options that I was going to come back with right now. One of them was going to be Kobe Bryant's rap song with Tyra Banks. And then the other one was going to be Kobe by Lil
I didn't
Wayne.
disrespect Kobe.
They're both expired.
This is ridiculous. I didn't disrespect Kobe.
Oh, that's not what your Twitter said.
That's not what I meant.
That's not what you
I
said on break, dude.
I didn't disrespect Kobe.
Oh,
I didn't disrespect Kobe. All I had a quibble with Draymond and Shaq was that they're saying Kobe doesn't get respect in the GOAT talk, which is patently absurd.
Okay, but there is one thing that you were saying, and we both can agree on, in regards to the GOAT talk, Dwayne Wade, criminally underrated.
Because D-Wade's my GOAT. That's it. That's it. You know, like, so you want to know something?
Yeah.
Maybe people think The Godfather is the best movie, okay? But Rocky is right there with it. It's closer than you think. And so that's for you. You guys can all sit there and you can talk about Kobe. And you 3-year-olds who are on TikTok trying to say that he's way better than he's way better than Dwayne Wade.
Here's what happens.
Than Dwayne Wade.
I'm gonna tell you.
It's a little bit much.
That's a little.
It's a little bit much.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what you sound like.
What?
You sound like somebody trying to give their guy credibility by talking down the other guy.
Yeah, it's the fun of it. That's sports.
No, that's not sports.
Oh, it's sports.
Why can't they both be great?
They are both great. I'm just trying to tell these whippersnappers it's closer than you think. These whippersnappers, these 4-year-olds who only know Kobe Bryant.
The only person who you be talking to as whippersnappers is Tadpole and Tommy.
No, dude, you don't understand what these NBA Twitter streets are like anymore. It's all a bunch of 14-year-olds who make their accounts Muse accounts. They didn't watch the games. They've watched 4 TikToks of Kobe Bryant and think that he walks on water. They don't know about Dwayne Wade. And that's just and that's fine. I'll be here. I'll just be. I don't have to be convinced, because you want to know why, you punks?
Whoa.
I was there.
No. Okay.
I was there.
But you're just as bad as them.
I'm not as bad as them, dude.
Because they're coming at you with crazy statements.
I'm not saying that Dwayne Wade should be above Kobe Bryant in GOAT talks. I'm just saying it's closer than you think. Because those two played against each other.
You make Kobe Bryant seem as if he was Tyler Hero on defense, though.
Yes.
When you start talking about how good Dwayne Wade.
He's the best shot blocking guard of all time.
Okay.
The best.
All right.
Not number 2.
Great
not
on
number
steals.
3.
Great
not
on
number
steals.
4. Steals. How about stuffing a 7-footer?
Yeah.
Show me that Kobe Bryant reel.
Okay. All right.
And again, you know, this is all just basketball talk, of course. I just want to say, to be clear, you know, we're talking pure hoops right now. Pure hoops. That's all I'm saying, baby. And I know what D-Wade would say. You know, D-Wade's going to say Kobe because that's what you got to say. But, like, you know, I mean, let's just we're going to just go tie break. Okay? Yeah. I'm just going to go tie break. Yeah. D-Wade carried Shaq to a championship. Shaq
that's not
carried Kobe's championship.
It's not even the same Shaq. It's not the same
You're right. It's not the same Shaq. You want to know why it's not the same Shaq?
Why is that?
Because Dwayne Wade carried a Shaq to a championship, and Kobe hopped on his back like Shaq was Hodor and said, "Get him a ring, Shaq."
That was prime Shaq, dude. Of course he was gonna do that.
Imagine if D-Wade had prime Shaq. He'd have 8 rings.
Oh, imagine if everyone had prime. Imagine if Anthony Edwards had prime Shaq. Imagine if Jimmy Butler had prime.
Imagine if Shaq had prime Shaq. Because you know he kind of. There was a few years in there.
We had prime rib Shaq.
That's a flip.
Oh man.
For defensive rating, according to StatMuse, is it supposed to be higher or lower? What's the better number?
What?
For defensive rating.
I don't need defensive rating. I was there.
Oh, here we go.
I don't need defensive rating.
Now you just go old man, all the young people.
Yeah, sure. Tell me more about Oyster Burns.
I don't need defensive rating.
The fastest
D-Wade, best shot blocking guard of all time, dude. That's it. Take that for your Mamba mentality. Now, I have another goat we got to get to. Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models in inventory, like the Tucson, the Sonata, and the Palisade. And remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Now, I don't like this because Tim Hardaway, who is beloved, all right, number 10 in the rafters, and one time on this show settled a great debate because he settled what is worse, brain freeze or funny bone. And you have that. I mean, that was an all-time from old Timmy, because we man, he can break some things down. That is the thing. Killer crossover. Number 1 point guard in Heat history. I'll give it to him. But Goran, you're closer than anything, dude. I love you. He was on a little podcast called All the Smoke. All right. I don't think the full episode is out. I think it's coming up after our show today. I think the whole episode comes out. But they put out a little promo clip. So this is going viral. And he was discussing the Jimmy Butler, Pat Riley relationship, which, of course, even Tim Hardaway knows it can get tenacious with old Riles. He's been there. Speaking from a place of experience, Leroy. But I didn't like what he went a little too far for me, because I feel like he's trying to drum some things. I'm just gonna play the clip. I'm talking too much. I'm rambling.
You are.
Here's Tim Hardaway.
Stop talking.
And Heat boys right now. Y'all finished the season off kind of rocky. Rough press conference. The Godfather came out and, put his foot down. We ain't going for this shit. This is my show, and whoever gonna be here because I say so.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting on that.
Yeah.
I knew something was gonna happen. I told some people, I said, Pat gonna talk this year. Pat gonna talk this year. Especially, he's tired of a lot of things that's going on with the team. He's tired of Jimmy Butler.
Well, and Tyler Hero too. He been babying Tyler Hero for a minute, and he just staying hurt. He ain't showed up yet either.
Right.
So I think he was talking to him and Jimmy.
Yeah, more so, if Jimmy didn't say nothing, about other teams and you're not playing, it would have been all right. But when you came out and said that, he's probably talking about both of them. But I think he really talked
directly
about
to a star.
Yeah, directly. Yo, dude, you haven't played in a lot of games this year or last year, and especially in the playoffs. I need you to play in the playoffs. If you play more than 70 games, we wouldn't be in play-in games 2 years in a row. All right? I need you to play. You need to take care of your body. You need to be in this gym taking care of your body. Not the gym, but the weight room, taking care of your body and getting yourself straight. And I was waiting on that. We all understood. All Miami Heat people understood where Pat Riley was coming from. And you see what they didn't do.
Yeah.
We're going to wait.
Yeah.
They taking the Jerry Jones approach.
There you go. That was Tim Hardaway on All the Smoke.
Now, my question is, we've had the same conversation.
Yeah.
And so, why are you shocked?
Well, I mean,
that's somebody who's closer to it than you, I might add.
Well, he's a GOAT. He's in the rafters.
Okay.
He's in the rafters. Much respect.
He's more familiar with Pat Riley than most. So what did he say? What was wrong? That was wrong.
I didn't like him saying that Pat Riley's tired of Jimmy Butler. I think we need to
go. The guy's
this.
not playing.
I understand.
Pat Riley said that himself.
We're drumming up old stuff. I want to go into this year harmonious.
Who brought it up?
I did. Well, I just we have to report what's in the streets.
You did.
I didn't do anything, dude. How did I do this?
The one thing Pat Riley had a problem with, you asked the question for the public.
Hold on. That's not fair.
For all we
don't know. He could have brought it up himself.
You know what? They're bringing up the one question from the press conference that you
Hold on, dude. Hold on.
For 30 minutes. They bring up the one question you asked.
That's
Butler,
not fair.
Pat, this weekend, Jimmy Butler had said, if he was healthy, that Boston would have gone home. I know it's tough to live in hypotheticals, but if he was able to play and Terry was able to play, did you feel like the gulf has gotten way too big with you in Boston, or if you had your guys, that it might have been more competitive?
We played, I've been involved in competition in the playoffs against certain opponents that turned into hate. Even since we've been here, I hate to use that word, but the competition gets so tough that that you don't like one another. And so we played Boston 4 times, I think, in the playoffs since Jimmy's been here. So, you know, you do develop some dislike for the other team, but they are this year, I think, the best team in the league with the best roster in the league. They made some great moves. Brad Stevens did a great job in getting Holiday and Porzingis. They built their bench a little bit differently. And, you know, for him to say that, you know, I thought, is that Jimmy trolling or is that Jimmy serious? You know, if you're not on the court playing against Boston or on the court playing against the New York Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut. And your criticism of those teams.
Hey, no. Now, here's what I like. Here's what I like to do at this point. You can cry, you can whine, you can say, oh no. But did Pat Riley say anything wrong?
No.
I'll wait. Okay. So what's your problem? Did Tim Hardaway say anything wrong?
I don't know that he's tired of Jimmy Butler.
Well, I'll tell you what. When somebody said, if I came to you and we having a conversation, I say, you need to keep your mouth shut.
You should keep your mouth shut.
I don't like how you nailed it on the
Yeah. Wait. Hey, when I come at you like that, it have a little different meaning. He wasn't smiling. He got serious. I don't know if Jimmy was, look, he said, I don't know if Jimmy was trolling. He was smiling. And then he said, I don't know if he was serious. Look, when he said trolling, watch how his eyes bright up.
Is that Jimmy trolling?
See,
or
smile.
Is that Jimmy serious? You know,
right.
If you're not on the court
now, look at that. Look at his face.
Against Boston or on the court playing against the New York Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut.
Now, so.
And your criticism of those teams.
I don't think anybody cares what you think. Everybody spoke truths. Everybody, and if you're if you're a Heat fan, you cannot tell me if Jimmy plays 5 to 10 more games, they don't have the 2 seed. Right? So put all that together.
It's not inaccurate.
When you come at people with your comments, I want you to put all that together.
Right.
And then maybe you should follow Pat Riley's advice when it comes to that topic.
Shut.
Okay, but here's the thing. First of all, being called Heat Yoko Ono, which I don't appreciate. I don't appreciate that.
That's the best nickname you've ever been given.
What?
Not accountable Tobes.
But like, yeah. So how can you be mad or disappointed with anybody said if
you know what it's like?
Nobody went after Jimmy.
Okay, here's the thing.
And everything that everybody said was factual. So what's your problem?
Here's my problem. It's kind of like we're all here for Thanksgiving. We're at Heat Thanksgiving, right? And we had our tiff at the 4th of July. Okay, it's over. And then old Uncle Tim comes over and he goes, hey, Pat, telling Jimmy Butler to shut the hell up, huh? And I'm like, hey, why do you got to bring it up, Timmy? Why do you got to bring it up? He goes, and I think the thing he was most mad about was him talking that bleep when he wasn't playing. Not even that he wasn't playing, but that he was talking. And we don't know. Maybe that wasn't what he was most upset about, Tim. We don't know. Uncle Tim.
But, hey.
We don't know, Uncle Tim.
But we can kind of tell by his facial expression and about the way he enunciated, shut.
And, shut. You know, for him to say that, you know, I thought, is that Jimmy trolling or is that Jimmy serious? You know, if you're not on the court playing against Boston or on the court playing against the New York Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut.
Can I say the way that he said trolling tells me that one day Jimmy Butler said something on social media. Pat Riley saw it and said, hey, what the hell does this mean? Why is he saying this? And an intern is like, no, Pat. He's trolling. And he's like, what the hell does trolling mean? They explained it. And now he's like, I don't know if Jimmy was trolling, but he doesn't like trolling. Pat Riley has no time for trolling.
Steve, all your fault, Mr. Hypothetical. Old
First of
potster.
all, I personally think that you shouldn't have a problem with it more than anybody, for the simple fact that your ass brought up the question that led us down this path.
This is not fair.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
want to talk about
Now
it
you
anymore.
gonna say Pat Riley is out of line or Tim Hardaway is out of line? Here, you know when you're out of line? You're out of line when you speak untruths. Then you're out of line.
But
so
isn't there-
is that so? I ask you this: is any one of these two guys out of line?
Do we have to keep bringing inline things? They keep having it brought up.
He can't do it.
We can't just
He
move
can't
on.
do it. He can't
We
do
just
it.
Move
Keep your
on.
mouth shut.
Pot stirrer Tobes, your fault, Mr. Hypothetical. Mr. Mush strikes again. Damn
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Oof. Shut.
Yep.
Great
All I want is for Jimmy to play more. Right? But here's the problem. Health is not promised to you. So when you take those couple of bunnies because you're just tired or whatever, then you get hurt for real and miss time, it adds up. You see what I'm saying? And that's what happened.
Tobin brought up politics at Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. The facts are the facts. You're the
right.
worst.
Okay, you don't have to do that. You're piling on, and I don't appreciate it, Frog Boy.
I'm just saying, you seem to have a problem with the truth. Because you think it's gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
No, it's just, we didn't have, just like we could have just put a bow on it.
So let me ask you this. There's no part of you that thinks that if Jimmy would have played 5 or 10 more games, that the Heat would have been the 2 seed.
Of course.
Then why don't you, let me ask you this then. Why don't you have a problem with that when some of the games missed weren't really about injury?
It's clean slate time. It's clean slate time.
Oh,
We're bringing up old stuff.
Oh my goodness.
We're bringing up.
Listen to
we're
it.
bringing up old stuff.
Listen to this fraud right now.
It's not fair.
Listen to this fraud. You right now, you are seriously into fraudulent behavior, because I could name a couple of players. If the same thing happened, you would be all over them.
Habitual grenade tosser.
Yep.
Jesus.
Catalyst Tobes. Tobin Shapiro.
Oh, Tobin, you bring up stuff from 2008. Knock it off, bro.
What stuff do I bring up?
See, then here we go. Here we
That's
go.
a historical conversation.
Now you want facts. We give you facts and you dismiss them. So which do you want? Do you want the facts or not?
I just want everybody to get along. We got camp, baby.
You know
Time to focus on this year.
When everybody get along? When Jimmy plays 70 games. That's all Pat care about. That's all. And why wouldn't he?
Wasn't there
That's
a
my
time?
point. Why wouldn't Pat only care about that?
What
It's his job to win games.
Timmy's been on the other end of this as well. Couldn't he just say that's Pat being Pat? No,
His knees didn't work.
Pat didn't care. He thought his knees were being soft.
Okay, and okay, so why can't he feel that way about Jimmy? If that's what he felt about Tim. Pat Riley been Pat Riley longer than Tim Hardaway been Tim Hardaway or Jimmy been Jimmy.
That's just
so
true.
Yeah.
You just
So I
mentioned
ask you, you see Pat Riley handling situation like he's handled several other situations in the past. Why are you shocked?
Goran would never do this on a podcast. He would never. Goran would never go on a podcast and say things that happened months ago.
Look, even if he did, I'm not mad at him. You're the reason we didn't get any
Why?
free agents this offseason.
That's not true. We
You
got
costed
Nasir
us
Little.
game. I'm blaming. Wait. Okay.
Alec Burks.
Oh yeah, that's right. How can I forget? Re-signed Drew Smith though. All good.
Stop bullying him.
Okay.
Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get a fantasy update sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's is America's favorite vodka for a reason, known for great vodka, giving back and doing good for dogs. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly. And tonight, of course, you have Cowboys and Giants. 8:15, and I'm sure we got this injuries we got to look out for tonight. Leroy, anybody not going?
Let's
see.
Let me see what I got.
I don't see any significant injuries.
I think we should be good.
It's because I'm not looking.
Oh,
but don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
Aha.
I'll think.
But
big time matchup though.
I did
Strangely.
see, I did hear something about a bet in regards to Dak Prescott's 2 touchdowns. Heard the odds on that could net me chili pepper worthy stuff. You know, I only go big. You know, it's something that I do here. I'm not here for the safe, easy bet. I'm here for something with value.
Little plumping odds, you know.
Look. Okay, what do you think of this? This is damn it. This is how they get me. We talked about this. How Hard Rock.
Yeah, they make their own parlays now.
This parlay I'm looking at right now. Malik Neighbors, anytime touchdown.
Okay.
Devin Singletary,
Okay.
anytime touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, anytime touchdown. And Ezekiel Elliott, anytime touchdown. Starting wide receiver and running back for both teams. $10.
Yep.
Would net me $210.
So that's a plus 2,000. Those odds.
I believe. Yep. 2,000. And like I said, starting position.
I don't know if I have. I don't know, man. Like it's one of these things with these offenses.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust everybody to score tonight. You know, those quick turnarounds. Usually these Thursday nights, it's ugly for one team. That's usually the way that it goes.
Well,
and especially usually it's a home team advantage. What are the odds tonight? What is the spread? I don't even know.
You're discouraging me because I already put it.
Oh.
It is minus 11. No. I'm sorry. Giants plus 5.5.
Yep.
Yeah.
5.5 point underdogs. Prime time at home. Same record, huh?
Yeah.
Man, Daniel Dimes, no respect for your ass. They think you suck.
We all do.
Well, you lost to them last week.
And he looked like Joe Montana.
Oh, man. All right. That's your fantasy update. Take a break. Play a little Goosies, no Goosies next. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
I've only been here, for like
3 minutes.
10.
You just showed up. What are you talking about?
10. It's okay. You can ignore me.
Snippy.
Hello.
Hello, Def Leppard.
Pot stirrer.
I'm not a pot stirrer. I just do what I do, which is not want old stuff to be brought up. You know?
You do that all the time.
You brought it up.
You do that all the time.
Well, Leroy, we do a radio show. Can't ignore the news. Can't ignore the news. If a heat grate has that to say, it needs to be brought to the attention of people. I just wish it wouldn't have been out there in the first place. But,
At the expense of you.
Neither here nor there. It's just me. I don't know. I'm trying to get crazy over here. But let's head over to Frog Boy. What do you have today for us, Froggy, when it comes to Goosies? No Goosies.
Well, my is sorry, wrong game.
What?
Mike McDaniel.
-1.
All right, fair enough. Tough crowd.
-1.
Mike McDaniel seems to be one of the only people in South Florida who has a bit of a positive outlook when it comes to none other than OBJ. McDaniel said, "Good things coming with OBJ." You listen to this and tell me if it gives you the Goosies.
I've seen some good progress, and I'm optimistic for when his window opens up, and we will see how his body responds. And I do know that there's been some very intentional good work, and that he hasn't had the setbacks that we've made sure to avoid.
No Goosies. It's still a legacy game. All right. I don't care what you have to say about Odell Beckham right now. Go out there and show some pride when it comes to your legacy, Mike McDaniel. Odell can't save you this week. Maybe he can next week, but he's not here. Good outlook, not a good outlook. Right now, the only outlook is you better drop 3 touchdowns on these damn Titans. They suck. Leroy?
I don't have the Goosies, but not for the
No Goosies.
You threw me off with the legacy nonsense.
Yeah,
But-
seriously. Like you pulled a McDaniel. What?
But I would say this, you need to worry about the guys who can play. I know eventually Odell's going to play, and he was maybe asked the question, but he need to worry about the guys that play. Let's go have a couple of more extra conversations with these quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he can say facts. It's just not going to give you the Goosies. Because what does it matter for this week, dude?
No Goosies.
So the fact that they have to actually have Odell Beckham, maybe is more of an indictment on things than anything.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be crossing my fingers for OBJ in week 3.
Crazy. So, JFig, you don't have the Goosies? You're muted.
Not it.
My bad. No, I do not. Muted myself with the clicking.
No Goosies.
Odell Beckham Jr.?
Yeah, I'm gonna go no Goosies as well.
What's number 2?
Numero dos. Mishael Powell. He says that Cam Ward. Not sure if you've heard of him.
He's good.
Not only is he good, apparently he's better than the Cam Ward that Mish faced back in Washington and Washington State.
I would say for sure, I think he's taking his game to an even higher level. I think this year with this offense, this O-line that he has, and the type of receivers he has, he's able to extend his game and show more that he could before. And I think that's just the biggest thing with him is he's always trying to get better. And every week, there's always something he's trying to correct. There's always something that he's trying to improve on. And, that's what happens to a really good quarterback like we do. And, that's something that I'm definitely happy that, we're on the same team now.
Wow. Rivals become friends.
Look at that.
It's like a beautiful football love story.
Together to reach the top.
Yep. It almost reminds you of like Predator when they have the arm shake with the Schwarzenegger, glistening. I mean, he's basically going out there and he's saying that Cam Ward's made like Creed and took his game higher.
Is that Carl Weathers in that handshake?
Sure is. Leroy's teammate.
Oh, Leroy's boy.
Mm-hmm. That's Goosies galore, if you ask me, dude.
Oh,
just what it is.
Is it Goosies galore because you turned it into a Rocky thing?
Yeah, bro.
No,
course.
Predator. Way different. Predator.
Yeah.
By the way, Tulsa King
Oh, it's back. I knew it.
off to a fantastic start.
I knew it.
Hey, oh, I'm in Tulsa.
Okay. So you said it wasn't Goosies galore, Leroy?
No, I got the Goosies. I like the fact that
Jeez.
it would have been very easy for him to come and, just be the Cam Ward he's been, but he's actually gotten better. I think that's a testament to him.
He's good.
Very.
Oh, hold on, DC Curry.
Hmm?
That's only one person.
What's that?
And I get on him all the time about that. What happened to the Van Dyke y'all hyped up last year?
Yeah, keep acting like it's the same as Tyler Van Dyke.
TVD, get out of here. I don't even think he's healthy.
And by the way, it's not even a good comparison because Tyler Van Dyke came to the Canes like as a freshman and like went through the program and then had a good ending to his season when he replaced De'Aaron King getting hurt. Like Cam Ward was a stat, like everybody was bidding for this man's services. So it's not even, it's like, if you're going to make comparisons, make them intelligent ones.
Whoa,
not like you DC dumb Curry.
Whoa.
Probably the same guy that tweeted me about D Wade and Kobe. Idiots.
Get him started again on this. Biggie, Goosies, Cam Ward, better than he was in Washington?
Goosies.
Goosies.
Wow.
Love it.
Goosies. Froggy?
Goosies as well. He was good before, now he's great.
Goosies. Thanks a lot, Leach Powell.
Wow, what? It's just
Swamp, that's a reach. I'll take on that.
straight leech,
Ponds, leeches, frogs.
-1.
just
It's in the category.
And what is this? Like, what are we doing with the
It's kind of there.
Okay. Word association.
What's number 3?
Number 3 is Deshaun Watson. He gave his thoughts on the Browns play calling.
Oh, all right. Let's see what he has to say after getting the snot kicked out of him for 8 sacks. What does he have to say about the play calling?
Mobile, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, should run a little more, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Run a little bit more.
Maybe that's what he said.
If I don't have to run, I'm not gonna run. So
okay.
I'm not trying to take any hits. Because I'm not a running quarterback in a sense. I can make things happen, but I'm not trying to run. I'm not a running back. It's not my specialties. They signed me to throw the ball, make decisions, and be a quarterback, not a runner.
Oh, man.
You haven't been throwing it that well, Mr. 20 for 30 for 140.
I got the Goosies.
Whoa!
And I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Because
Why
Cleveland.
do they think he should be running? Because he's black?
Oh, okay. Well, listen, you weren't you were sitting there with the Pella Larson comparisons last week.
What?
Intangibles on intangibles.
Yeah.
Here's what I would say though. I have the Goosies just because man, he's not a team player.
Aha!
He doesn't want to hear anything.
Not trying to take those.
He's
hits.
not trying to do it. He goes, I'm gonna be who I am.
Yeah, I'm not a running
I'm not
back.
trying to get hit.
Get hit? That's the running back's job.
Get hit. What do you think? I got 200 million guaranteed?
What do you think? I'm Nick Chubb?
Man. So I got the Goosies, but only because Cleveland deserves it. Leroy?
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow,
Tell
I
that
don't
to
do
Jay Crawford.
I don't do that about any of your teams.
Sure you do. All the time.
Yeah, you do.
No, I
actually.
don't.
All the time.
You get carried away. That's it.
Well, don't Deshaun's not getting carried away with any because he doesn't want to do anything out of his comfort zone.
This is 100% accurate. I would rather him say, I'm gonna do what it takes to win.
Exactly. That's what you should say. Doesn't mean you have to lead. It doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yeah, but
now he's like almost insult. What? I'm not trying to take hits.
I'm not a running quarterback.
Hits. Hit Schmitz.
Only people that can do that is ones that can throw.
Oof. By the way, you're sitting back in the pocket. You're getting lit up anyway. You might as well run away.
If I'm not mistaken, Deshaun Watson's like craziest play that I can remember was him scrambling out the pocket, getting like kicked in the face or something like that, and still managing to throw a touchdown.
Is this the Browns or the Texans you're talking
Texans?
about? Yeah.
So I'm saying mobility.
I haven't seen that. But there's a difference in being a mobile and a runner.
Yeah, I understand. He's not a running quarterback.
No, he's a pocket passer, but he is thought of a guy who can extend plays.
Yeah,
Like he
it's
can,
part of, it's part of the 200
he can
million.
improvise.
I tell you what, not Sunday. Nope. Dude, it was like, I was like, look out below.
Sexy Sauce says, "Fit kit."
They like that?
Possibly.
I mean, can you be a fat cat when you know you're getting that money anyway?
That's exactly what a fat cat is.
That actually
Okay, I got you.
is the definition of fat
Literally
cat.
the meme.
You got it. You got it right there.
So I'm assuming you have no Goosies from what Deshaun Watson is saying.
No, none. Zero.
Leroy is one more pick away from wanting 30-30 in there.
Jameis, not a bad backup option.
I mean,
He's
gonna
not a
do
good
it. Jameis is going to do a lot of the things that Flacco did, right? He's going to take a lot of chances. He's going to get the ball down the field and all that. My problem is if you switch quarterbacks, that means you're going to get two guys killed. You know, they had, if one more lineman would have got hurt, they didn't have another lineman on the roster.
What do you do in that situation? Do you go to like a tight end?
Tight end, yeah.
Tight end.
Or D tackle, defensive lineman. Can you like just tell them,
No, Marcos, please stop.
If the Dolphins were down,
you made that comment and you work on a sports show. Stop.
well, I
That's
think
not the craziest
Hold
thing
on,
ever.
let's just ask. Well, I think Leroy's saying because like they don't know the play.
No, I'm saying exactly what I meant.
But if you had to, if let's just say in a scenario, okay, I don't want this to happen. But let's say the Dolphins are down to 4 offensive linemen. They got one guy they could go to.
Yeah.
Julian Hill, old penalties McGee, or Zach Sealer.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Tanner Connor or
Can I just tell you?
Hmm?
It is a big difference in sports to go the opposite way. And
I'm
here's
not
what I mean.
good.
If you spend your whole life as a defensive lineman going forward, to flip you on the other side and say, now go backwards, that's a tough transition.
But in a
Like,
pinch,
think about this. It's hard for an offensive lineman to go from left to right.
yeah.
So, like, y'all sound crazy.
God, that was crazy this past game. You go there. No, you go there. Okay, we're gonna switch around here. It's like like they're playing a 3-card Monty out on the freaking offensive line. Now Austin Jackson's out. Now Kendall Lamb, you go over there. We're gonna put the Giant over here, and the Giant's out. Now Austin Jackson's back. You go back over there. Sack.
Still didn't work.
Didn't work.
You know what's interesting though? This brings up a point we argued for quite some time during summer, if I'm not mistaken. The fact that the Cleveland Browns almost ran out of offensive linemen begs, maybe you should have that hybrid long snapper we were talking about.
I know, right?
The hybrid long snapper could come into play in these situations.
I'm going to say this one more time. You know, the long snapper already plays a position.
But this goes to the point of, should you have an extra one that can also, like an extra offensive lineman, instead of having somebody who only long snaps, having a mobile lineman who can long snap.
Yeah.
Ergo, an extra lineman.
Blake Ferguson, what does he do other than long snap? Do you
Tweet.
know? Tweet, exactly. Horrible.
Stolen McRib says, Tobin, you mean your boy George Skittle? I did call him new George Kittle, but that's because they told me he got the Kittle tapes. I didn't realize he was going to get 5 penalties a game.
Got the wrong tapes.
Should be like basketball. Once you get 5 flags, you're out.
Just foul him out. Eject him from the game.
5 flags on number 89.
You won't have to worry
He is
about him
ejected.
because on Monday he might get his ass cut, which is far worse than a flag.
Yeah. I don't know. He got the most snaps out of any tight end. I don't think he is going to get cut. You're right, dude.
They were trying for they were trying to use him more for protection.
Yeah, well, that's what he's a mauler.
Yeah, well, didn't really.
But he was an offender of repeating the attack too early.
I just think if I look into Julian Hill's head, what I see is a sledgehammer because that's his like maul. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't hold. Whatever.
He was a betting
on him, by the way.
Repeat offender. You done? You done?
He's still doing it.
You still doing it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I just actually wanted to look at the odds right now because I haven't poked in on this week because I like to get it early because I get a fat number on it. Let me see. I'll let you guys know.
You know what's in Julian Hill's brain? A Dillard's.
JP, you got the Goosies from Greedy Deshaun Watson?
No, I do not have the Goosies.
I don't think it makes him greedy.
No Goosies.
Not willing to run for your team?
No, see, you put a different twist on it.
Nah, that's what he said.
Not listed on the board.
Dude, it's gusty out here.
There's so much wind.
So much wind.
It's really very calm over here.
Very nice up here.
It's one of the best days ever. It's been over at the Citadel.
Beautiful.
And you got the whole building to yourself.
Sure do. Except Dan Day. He's always here.
Did any of the other stations come in?
Gail, I saw Gail.
Yeah. Libre's here. Kiss Country's here. Everybody's here.
Oh, okay.
You notice that they said, Talent, you go in and take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
That wasn't an email. That wasn't an email for Talent. That was an email for, hey, we know it's a sales day Thursday, but not today, baby.
Yeah.
Go ahead on and take another day.
Take another day.
You got it.
We did one day this week.
In my profession, they would have just moved the whole day to Friday.
Man. Froggy, you got the Goosies from Deshaun Watson?
I don't because he's Deshaun Watson.
Well,
No Goosies.
give us one more.
Absolutely. This one's going to be quick. Jimmy Butler. He's got the drip. And I don't mean anything related to sickness, unless that's the word you're using to describe his fit. What do you think of this fit right here from none other than Jimmy Butler?
That's a very big purse.
Whoa, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, kind of.
Calling it a purse?
Is it not a purse?
Is that a
It
skirt?
looks like a purse, yeah.
Is that
It's just a very loose short.
Put it on the screen.
It is. It's up there.
What?
No, it's not.
It's literally up there right now. You're not looking at the screen.
I'm looking at Ward.
Do you have the Twitch feed up or do you have the StreamYard feed up right now?
Oh, no, I have StreamYard.
And you don't see a picture of Jimmy Butler right now.
No, I see a picture of. Hold on. Nope, I see a picture of Ward. I promise you.
Oh my goodness. So you know what? It's actually funny because on my other screen, you can see Cam Ward, but now it's switched over to Jimmy Butler going up on the plane.
Okay. So you don't see him now?
How about now, Leroy? Because
There
I
we
see
go.
him on my other
There we go.
screen.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, it wasn't me, dude.
I got
It
you.
wasn't me.
Hey, what does he have? A kilt?
It looks like he has a kilt.
No, but then if you,
No. If you look right here, there's like a separation.
Those are very wavy shorts. He looks like
Yeah.
he looks like a flying squirrel.
I like it.
for sure.
You do?
A flying squirrel.
Dude, he looks like a nun.
Look at those boots too. Strange. He looks like
I love the boots.
a mixture of Jimmy Butler and Wednesday Addams. So
Yeah, it's like another version of Emu, aka Emo Jimmy.
that was great.
That doesn't look like Emu Jimmy or Emo Jimmy.
It's another version. It's like a more mature version, a more
mature?
polished version of Emo Jimmy.
He looks like he's
lime green. That's a purse.
He looks like he's going door to door selling Bibles.
No, he doesn't.
Definitely does. Like, what
This
is that?
is the face of someone who's selling Bibles to you.
Well, okay, so I see the Sunday school kind of vibe with the black sweater and the white collar poking out. So do see some sort of you say
Dude, that's a Sunday school nun if I've ever seen one.
okay, so you're saying this is gonna be his
I saw these nuns walking around Barry University looking like that.
What?
Yeah.
Now how expensive
It just started pouring here. I don't know if you can hear the rain.
Can't hear the rain.
Nah.
No, it's
That's
not.
good.
pouring
I'm happy.
here.
I'm
It's
happy you
wind-
can't
it's
hear it.
very windy though.
Super
Take a break. Final hour coming up. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy back with you here, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. Let's get the headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models in inventory like the Tucson, the Sonata, the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Miami Marlins, they lost to the Twins yesterday, 8-3. Bums. 100 losses.
That's okay though, because the last
triple digits.
Last 6 years have been pretty good. So, one bad year.
It's a down year.
Yeah, this one.
Becoming the Bruce Sherman trend.
The Bruce Sherman era.
I'm surprised, this Conine, he's doing the right thing, staying in the shadows. He's like, I'm not going to stick my neck out like Jeter was, because everybody thought Jeter was at fault.
As a matter of fact, not only is he doing the right thing of staying in the shadows, he employed his son to actually bring some excitement to the team.
Yep.
So that's pretty good.
Yep. Well, whew.
Rough.
Burger, though. Gonna have a 30 home run season, maybe.
Yeah.
What is that, 28?
29.
29?
Yep.
AKA, goodbye. Goodbye next season.
Can't be great when you go to the Marlins box score page and ESPN doesn't have a picture of the guy pitching for the Marlins.
That's good.
Or they just have like an icon.
Little shadow.
The egg.
Yeah.
The
little
egg.
emoji. Oh, man. Painful. You got Thursday Night Football tonight. Giants hosting the Cowboys. Cowboys are 5.5-point road favorites. You trust them. Go ahead.
Is it really hard to trust anybody now? Except maybe two teams? I mean, because do you trust Philly? They've won, but yikes.
Well, I think they had a good win last week. I mean, like you shut down after, props to Fangs, because they were humming the first couple of games offensively. It wasn't the greatest game in the world, but I mean they're a catch away from being 3-0.
Yeah. I don't I trust New Orleans because of the division.
Yep.
I think if they were any other division in the NFC, I would have questions.
Sure.
Do you trust Houston?
Yeah.
Because I would say by Houston, they had the easiest schedule in the NFL last year.
Yeah, but same reasoning that you have. They play in a lousy division.
Yeah, but I think 3 of the teams in their division have a winning record.
No, they don't. They're they have 2 0-3 teams in their division. The Jaguars and the Titans. That division sucks.
All right.
And the Colts are 1-2.
Trust Kansas City, yes. Do you trust Seattle?
No.
See what I'm saying?
Not yet.
I trust Pittsburgh.
Yeah, of course, Tomlin.
Right. That's it. That's the thing. You might not be able to name 5 players on that team, but Tomlin's the coach.
Yeah, Tomlin.
That's right.
Tomlin and TJ.
Let's see.
We go to battle with Tomlin and TJ.
Do you trust Detroit?
TJ, not a tough.
They got a lot of injuries right now.
I trust Detroit.
Okay.
I trust Detroit because I don't know. You know who I don't know if I trust yet?
Minnesota.
I still don't know if I trust Minnesota.
Right.
Great
Because
story.
Sam Darnold, right?
I don't know. Remember, we saw Fitzpatrick have an incredible run with the Bucs for 4 games.
Yeah, but he's the starter all year.
He is going to be the starter all year. That's true, but it still started the same way. Like it started off hot. Big one this week, by the way, at Lambeau. Are they going to have? They're probably going to have Jordan Love back, right? Because it seemed like he was coming back. Seemed like he was on his men back. So, yeah, Jordan Love. Questionable Wednesday. He was limited, said he was pretty close to playing this past Sunday. So that sounds like he's coming back.
Yep.
Sounds like he's coming back. Although Malik Willis balled out last week, albeit against the Dolphins' next opponent, the Tennessee Titans. So do I trust Minnesota? Not yet, but I probably should. They probably earned that because
you trust Detroit
because of how good their defense is.
So let me ask you a question. You're telling me you trust Detroit more than you trust either the Packers or the Vikings?
Yeah, just because they were close to the Super Bowl last year, and they basically returned everybody.
But they're hurt right now. They're going to struggle for a minute. How about San Fran? They're banged up too, but you got to kind of trust them, right?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. That one I'm more dubious on though, because I
Really?
can see their run being done. You know, they got a lot of old guys too. You know, I feel like Debo always gets banged up. McCaffrey doesn't seem good. So I'd be more skeptical on them, other than that division, you know, is a little bit in flux right now.
Okay.
So,
And I don't even like.
Let me ask you.
Is there any team in the
No, let me ask you.
NFC East you trust?
I trust the Eagles.
Okay.
I trust the Eagles and the Commanders. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But let me ask you the really important one. Okay.
What?
This one is one we didn't trust. I can't believe I'm going to say this because I feel like I should know the answer.
No, the Jets. No.
Yeah. You
No.
trust the Jets?
No.
Not even a little?
Little.
A little.
I got to be honest, a little.
All right.
But I'll say this: that player-coach relationship seems like it could implode at any moment.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Who do they got this weekend? These bastards. Hosting the Broncos. That's a win. But then they got the Vikings. I think that's in London. I could see something weird happen with Aaron Rodgers in London. He feels like he buys into that royal family conspiracy stuff.
He may be onto something with that one, though.
You were so mad that the Queen got like a send-off for weeks.
It was so long. It was a lot.
J-Fig,
she was queen for like 70 years.
It was a good run.
Clearly, it wasn't enough.
It was a good run.
Oh, yeah. See?
System queen, though, you would acknowledge.
Oh, yeah,
System
for
queen,
sure.
not a franchise queen.
Mm-mm.
Why am I going after the dead today?
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
The Deftones North American Tour is coming to Amerant Bank Arena in March.
Yeah, that about fits you too. Deftones.
No, my band is the Tone Deafs.
The Tone Deafs.
-1.
J-Fig, what caller is getting the Deftone tickets today?
I'm gonna give you 5.
Caller 5 to 305-567-0560 gets a pair of tickets to see the Deftones, a Live Nation show. They're going to be at Amerant Bank Arena in March. If you want to see the Deftones, caller 5 to 305-567-0560. Opening up for them, Tobin's band, the Tone Deafs. With their smash hit, D-Wade was way better than Kobe.
Oh,
And the Queen England wasn't that great.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
It's very punk of you.
305-567-0560. Caller 5 gets those Deftone tickets. We'll take a break. Back after this.
WQA
ask for advice, get money too.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway is back. We got a $250 gift card that you could win to see football and soon Heat and Panthers. To enter, go to WQM.com/contest. Dave & Buster's. Eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in the Hollywood Heat. They open up training camp next week. We have media day on Monday. Then they head off to the Bahamas.
Whoa,
And
rough life.
then they have the red, white, and pink scrimmage the week after that, and then we get preseason action going. So I got some Mike McDaniel tweets here from the great Barry Jackson.
Oh, why only tweets, huh?
They're not streaming it today.
Oh,
Not streaming his press conference live. A little
interesting choice there.
little afraid of the YouTube
Dolphins.
comments. Come on, Dolphins, you do it every day. Where's Mike McDaniel?
What YouTube comments?
They usually stream his press conference live.
Okay.
And today went there. I'm like, oh, we'll see.
Maybe they do it tomorrow because you play a day later.
No, he's talking right now. I'm seeing the tweets. He's talking. He's doing a presser. Just can't look at his face. Anyway, here's what he said. Mike McDaniel from Barry Jackson. Mike McDaniel says he thinks he knows who will start at QB against Tennessee, but it's premature to reveal for competitive reasons.
And tell us why you read that?
Because they're not airing it live?
No.
Oh.
Because you responded to it.
Oh, did you?
Sure did.
And gave himself a point.
No way.
Because Mike McDaniel doesn't want the Titans snooping around.
Okay. Okay.
I love how you can make yourself laugh.
Look, personally, I like it, but they're not amused.
What?
-1.
Not amused.
Why not?
Sorry, man.
On what grounds?
We don't allow self plus ones.
I thought it was good though. It's
We
not.
barely ha-ha'd.
You ha-ha'd.
Oh,
I
you
did it.
chuckled. You LOL'd. You
I
ja.
didn't. Ja.
You ja.
No, I he.
McDaniel said he's trying to determine what Skylar Thompson can do and not sure to what extent he will practice. He has been dealing with, quote, a pretty painful rib injury. It's not just pain tolerance. It's how you're able to do your job and with what effectiveness.
Can I say this?
The Eichenberg special.
Can I just say this?
Sure, it's all you, buddy.
He struggled throwing the ball healthy.
Or just not throwing it.
Yeah.
Are you going to now put him out there at a lesser capacity than what he was when you had questions about him throwing?
Mm-hmm.
You might be on to something, Tobes.
Sip your drink.
McDaniel adds, more from Barry Jackson, he doesn't expect Skylar Thompson to take many team reps today in light of injury. Asked about Tyler Huntley, McDaniel says he's, quote, encouraged. We targeted him for a reason. There's also a ... there, and who knows how many dots that is with Mike McDaniel. So, Barry Jackson's just trying to be efficient.
Yeah, that's good.
And then McDaniel says he's more comfortable with Huntley in terms of what we targeted him for on the 53-man roster. The game isn't too big for him. Very encouraged by his progression. Just name him the starter already, dude.
I think I made a slight mistake in my garage.
What?
The stuff in my refrigerator wasn't getting cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I cranked it up. Everything's frozen.
Oh, I thought, well, you know what? I thought you were going to say everything leaked. Like, I
No.
thought it was going to like over hum, and then like you were going to tell me there was a puddle. In the so
No.
at least you know it works. Just too much.
Yeah.
So all your poppies are frozen?
Yeah, I keep having a little frozen. That's kind of how I feel about you sometimes.
Huh?
Little frozen.
Like, no.
Gotta let it go.
You enjoy everything in the refrigerator. So you try to make it better. Too much.
Now look at you. Looking like a frozen poppy.
Poppy the Troll.
Which could be a compliment.
I am a poppy.
Kurt Warner looking like a frozen
What is
poppy.
QB Poppy.
QB poppy.
QB poppy. Man, he's a professional breeder.
Wasn't he the OG Phillip Rivers?
Kurt Warner?
Yeah.
he has a bevy of kids, doesn't
He
he?
got like 7 kids.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. I don't know if it's
Think about it. That's 10 years of your relationship pregnant.
Yep. Yep.
Man.
Don't want to break.
Right?
From Omar Kelly, quote, there is an opportunity to see people galvanize around the QB. That is Mike McDaniel.
Huh.
That's a big word for me, dog.
Wasn't that the word? That was the exact word.
That was the word. That was. Tyler Hero was like, excuse me? That's a big word for me, dog.
Y'all galvanize. All right, I'm out of here.
That's a big word for me, dog.
Wow. All right. Well, I want to get excited. I love football. I want to be excited for Monday.
Here's the problem.
And Tim Boyle does not excite me.
Here's the problem. We're going to talk about this on Tuesday. And that's too late in the week, I think. Because you can't say we're moving forward. Because that game going to be right up on you. And you're either going to be miserable or have hope. I hope we have some kind of hope. This is how many more weeks Tua got?
3 more games. 3 more games.
Okay, so 4 more weeks.
4 more weeks. Yeah, he can't come back till the Cardinals game, which is the 27th.
Now, isn't it weird that they do it 4 games and not 4 weeks?
Yeah, I mean,
because you can't say it's a 18-week season and then disregard one of those weeks if you're on IR.
Mm-hmm. He also says on Snoop Huntley, I can see him gain the confidence of his teammates. That's from Adam Beasley. Crazy.
Yeah.
Played 3 games and went to the Pro Bowl.
Also desperation. Like, please be good. Please be better than what we've seen.
But
I know that feeling right there.
Please be better than what we
Hey, I know that feeling right there.
Yeah, it worked out for you,
But
though.
you make a whole bunch of friends when the team need a running back.
Yeah. Wasn't that a Pro Bowl year for you, Leroy?
No.
In
I
my
made all
brain.
Madden though.
Look at that. All
Same
Madden.
thing.
If we can get a Tyler Huntley all Madden season, that's all we needed. That's all we needed.
Or you can use your slogan.
What?
Fall on the sword.
Fall on the sword for Cam Ward.
You got you wishy-washy fans.
Not wishy-washy, baby. We're just having some fun.
Wishy-washy.
It's
I love the way people get on me about my comments about teams or whatever. Most of the time, my comments are accurate. You just don't like them. You go on to the next big thing very quickly.
Oh, he's big. Oh, he's big. Mobile.
Keep in mind,
a real piss whistle.
You know why this is gonna be cool for Cam Ward?
Got that dog.
Because they're not gonna play nobody all year.
Yep.
And he could rack up some big numbers.
Yeah. And he likes to rub it in their face.
No more eligibility, right? No
Rain Cowley. No, dude.
Come on.
He's the same age as Mike McDaniel. Gotta go.
He's not that old. He's actually not. This is not a Bo Nix situation. He's 22.
Or Chris Winkie.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
You know we have a 29-year-old tight end right now.
Yeah. No, he's not that.
And you know what? He looks like a 29-year-old because after the game, when these kids come down like the Super Bowl,
he's got to go hang out with the Australian punters because they're all 30.
They're all 30. Oh, wow. He's only 22. That's pretty good. Considering it seems like he's been playing college football for.
Yeah, he's not that long. He's not that old. It's just,
Okay.
his just journey was because he had he didn't get any offers.
Bo Nix is old.
He takes a sledgehammer to the star system.
Yeah.
Yes, because he was 0 stars.
Yep. That's even the bum restaurants on Yelp have half a star.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hey, but you're not.
That's
going
because
to.
you're not allowed to.
You should be.
I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you. I did get people ask me, did I look at Yelp for the cab driver? I mean, the limo driver. Like, no.
Well, that was your first.
I remember that whole situation.
It South says fall down the board for Cam Ward.
Fall down the. But if
I
you
don't know, you might have to climb the
that's what
board
I'm
to get to
saying, you
Cam
gotta
Ward.
get
Who
up.
knows, dude? At this point, take a break. Final segment coming on up. Back after this.
This
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin
That's
and
the-
Leroy here with you. You guys been saying today's show?
Wasn't Aaliyah supposedly married to R. Kelly?
I don't remember, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe they signed their marriage license in blue ink.
What?
Sorry.
What do you mean?
Oh no.
Hey, no.
You were doing your whole
Like
thing.
he's lashed out about something.
Hold on. So
This one.
while I was on AT&T, I get a call. Send it to. I knew it must have been something important because then he texted me right after he called. Hey, and he always does this. No rush. Call me when you're done. Okay.
Kind of me.
Yeah, but it means call me quickly. So I get done with AT&T. I call him. Hey, real quick. It says on here we're supposed to sign with black ink, but we signed with blue ink. What should I? Should I just send it in or whatever? And so I call. He says, "Can you ask Mel?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Because she gave me blue ink, and she's gonna say the system is wrong and she's right. So I don't want to even go down that path."
Fair.
Right? I said, "Just send it in. If you got to redo it, you just redo it. You can put the same date on it or whatever if it makes you, feel."
So you may or may not be married right now.
I don't know. According to Leroy, just send it in. See what happens.
Send it in.
Yeah, well, like, what am I supposed to do? You signed it. You got the stamp.
Why is there a reason why black and not blue? Is that like can you not forward
See, because here's the deal.
Does that make it less official?
Any banking
Think so.
stuff, you have to sign in blue ink because they want to know it's your signature. So
why blue?
Mel, as a notary, the state of Florida wants you to sign everything in blue ink so they know it's original and not a stamp. So that's why she thinks that.
But it says on the paper that it has to be black.
Yeah, that's Marco's fault.
No, my
That is
fault.
true.
Because you should. If wait. It's, whoa.
You should have read
Wait. Let's be clear. It's your papers.
Yeah, for sure.
So you should have known how you had to sign your papers.
You should know
if
what
I
the
was
notary
present,
is.
but this is how you set it up as a family.
I
This
didn't
is
set up. I was with you.
exactly. Your alibi is set up. You distract me. You take me to the living room. Mima swoops in with her blue pen. Everyone had a.
You just want another segment
can I
to
just
go
say-
ahead and blame Mimo.
Can I just say that might have been the funniest thing ever? Because when they came over, Mima wasn't even in the room. Right?
This is all.
And we went in the other room and come back, and Mima signing documents.
It's
I'll tell
never
you
a
one-
boring day in the Horde household.
I'll tell you one thing we're not going to do. We're not going to blame Mima. Even though I do picture her when you say this, like bringing out a quill.
Yes, exactly.
No.
With like, and I wondered why did the
Mima,
jar say
so
blue?
animated.
Hey, you better find out quick. Mima going on a 3-week cruise.
Oh, Mima!
Do you need her for a witness again?
No,
Dr. Ocky's still
then,
here.
well, maybe it was a plan because he figured.
Well, how about
We
this?
just
Could
signed
you,
this. I really wanted
Oh.
Leroy to sign it, so we'll just bring it back and redo it.
you think like he needs on his marriage certificate a former pro pole like signed by him?
I don't know, but
You think it's going
hey,
to
I've never seen. Look, they were all excited, and then he looked down at the paper. And he goes, "Mima signed it."
This is like when you like leave a restaurant, but you left them the customer copy.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What about?
Yeah.
Could you just trace over the signature?
Okay, hear me out. Hear
No,
me out.
you can't.
Sharpie.
That just doesn't look right.
It's not gonna look right.
You totally could have done it. But then all of a sudden, I never in my life has she been like this. But now all of a sudden she wants to be Mrs. Honorable. And it's like, no, we can't.
Why? Hey, can I just wait?
Honestly.
Can I just give you a little heads up? This is not a good way to start your marriage.
I mean, tell me about it.
Saying that now she wants to be honorable.
Oh, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I don't want to do that to the government. I'm like,
What do you mean you don't want to do that?
Just
Doesn't
step
really
out of
make
line.
sense though. Like ink is ink. I don't think like who cares? Even if you signed it in red ink. I used to have a teacher that would like get mad at us if we tried to write in red ink. He goes, "You need a master's degree to write in a red ink." I'm like,
Do you?
"Why?"
Wow. Do you?
I'm like, "You
What is
do?"
that?
No, no, you don't. He just made it up. He made up his own rules. And he would bring out the master's degree too. He'd be like, "You see this? This is what you need for a master to write in red ink."
See, I can understand that because you can't copy red. You need to make a copy of anything red doesn't show up.
Big spoon?
Black, blue.
Is this proof?
No.
Oh,
No.
hey, Stitchy Mouse.
I mean, the way she came in, she could have just talked. right.
It wasn't very subtle.
In her efforts to like be discreet, she's holding up a poster board.
I thought it for a second before I saw her face. I thought it was Big Spoon.
No,
with,
no.
like-
She had to work.
Yeah, you
She
know.
had to work, and I didn't know what was going on because I went outside. It was like, remember when Ernesto went by and they shut down the whole city for like 3 days, and we were outside playing because nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Right?
So I was very confused by our promo that just played because we play these promos when we leave. Coming up today, the Hurricanes are getting ready for Vautech. We'll keep you posted on Dolphins camp. The Marlins are in Minnesota. I'm like, okay, topical.
Normal.
One kind of stood out, and I don't think we're allowed to do what it says we're gonna do on the promo.
All right.
You got that for us, Marcos?
Yeah, I do. I guess I'll just play it, right?
Yeah.
One more day until Canes and Virginia Tech at Hard Rock Stadium. Our coverage tomorrow begins with countdown to kickoff at 3:30 p.m. Kickoff at 7:30. The Dolphins have a Monday night game versus the Titans. Mike McDaniel on shaking off that loss against Seattle and turning it around.
Definitely some results that were not what we're expecting. It doesn't matter how you feel. Your job is to take whatever it is, however unexpected, and figure it out.
Jordan Poyer talked about how to get back to the win column.
There's a million excuses you could say this side or the other, but it's just part of our season right now. Just having to, like I said, keep your head down and keep working and not worry about the who's playing where or whatever. You know, we have a job to do, and our job is to go out there and stop, obviously, the offense to our best ability and get the football back to our offense.
We'll also update you on Tua's visits with the neurologists. The Panthers played a preseason game last night.
I actually heard that too. I was like,
Hold on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We're gonna update you on his visit with the neurologist. I don't know when those are. And also, isn't that HIPAA?
She made it sound like we have him on call.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Like we're in the room with them. They're
I'm
gonna
here
tell us
to-
all the information.
I'm here to inform our audience and whatnot, but I was just like, that seems like a little invasive almost.
And our job is to go out there and stop, obviously, the offense to our best ability and get the football back to our offense.
We'll also update you on Tua's visits with the neurologists. The
Wow. That's a bold promise.
Are we? They're good.
I don't know.
Can I say that?
I don't think we're allowed to know if they are good or not good.
I don't know.
But the fact is, you're not gonna know.
What? But they just
and
promised.
guess what? And here's the kicker.
They promised during a
The
hurricane.
team is not required to say anything because he's on IR.
Why are we advertising that?
It's very strange.
We'll also let you know what Tua's blood work says.
We
Wait,
gotta go.
Wait, so question.
Yeah.
Who is getting this information and who decided to let everybody know we're getting this information? Does that sound like a Lynn Marie?
Maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
Len's the one that approves these things, correct?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Dolphin Kane says WQM is not bound by HIPAA. The neurologist is.
Wait. Just out of curiosity, if we so good at finding out injuries, how come ain't nobody telling us what's wrong with Skylar Thompson? He just got a chest boo-boo, right? Dude, I'm telling you, the ribs and the chest, Nothing to be played with. That's I don't care. It hurts like hell.
Ethan, you're such a bastard. WQM might not be bound by HIPAA, but this show is bound by a hippo.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you right now, Smeethan, you better not be fat.
Who is that adorable hippo?
You better not be fat, huh?
Who is that adorable viral hippo that's going on? By the way,
Don't trust it, dude. I heard.
What do you mean you don't trust it?
I heard zoos are painting dogs as pandas. I can't.
Yeah. Hey, dude, if you that stupid and you go to a zoo and say, "Oh, that's not a dog," then you don't need to be at a zoo.
It's
Pandas barking at me. Like, what's going on?
Thailand's adorable pygmy hippo, Moodang.
Oh, I love Moodang, dude.
Moodang is
Hey,
Adorable, dude. I just want to pinch its little.
you sure that ain't? You sure that ain't Boudin?
Did you say punch?
Gonna punch.
Dude, can I tell you something?
What?
Hey, hippos are probably one of the most aggressive animals.
This isn't a
No, but he's a pygmy hippo.
Yeah.
What is
so
that?
it's-
Way different.
Little one?
Yeah, little one, dude.
I literally showed you
There's
guys
no
a
such thing
picture.
as a little fat thing.
Wow.
That is adorable.
Wait, when's the last time you seen a panda get up on and hang over the side like that with
I
his tongue out?
literally showed you this. A deception.
I know.
Can't trust anyone anymore, man. But if this hippo is what it's cracked up to be,
This is cute. Very cute.
does it mean that it won't grow to like, murderous size? Is that what pygmy means, or is
Yeah,
that
I think it's
like-
mini. I think it's like a mini.
Mm.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Ugh. It looks like one of them, like an animal on one of the scary movies. Why is he all lubed up?
I don't know. Maybe he's fresh out the hippo juice.
Oh my goodness.
Got that hippo placenta on him.
Well, man, he's just like Dre trying to bite everything.
Biting things.
Teether.
Except he ain't got no teeth. Look at them little baby teeth.
Love Moodang.
Yeah, it's cute now, so it has teeth.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, with
How big does a pygmy hippo get? Can't get too big.
why don't you pull it up instead of asking those dumbass questions?
Wow.
You the animal guy.
You're a real jackass. You'll sit here and you'll ask me every hockey question in the book, expecting knowledge back.
Why wouldn't I expect the intangible on the show to know hockey? Sorry.
I don't know all the hockey rules. I'm not Canadian.
4.5 to 6 feet.
That don't sound like a small animal.
4.5 to 6 feet is a respectable hippo size.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's like a
wait a
point.
minute, so, and what, 300 pounds?
Yes, 400 to 600.
Wow, that's a whopper.
Oh, so basically he's Miles Garrett.
Yeah, but what is a
Miles
regular?
Garrett is a tiny hippo.
What's a full size hippo?
Ton.
How big does normal hippo get? Normal hippo gets, I guess not that much bigger. No, I need
16 feet long.
No way. What?
5.5 feet tall, between 2,200 and almost 10,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That seems a lot.
A 10,000 pound hippo?
10.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
10 to
so
16 feet.
I guess that little baby pygmy is on a curve,
Mm.
right? They compared it to the 2-ton hippo. So I guess if you're a quarter that size, you can be considered miniature. But 400 to 600 pounds, go ahead and play with that.
The heaviest hippo ever recorded was a captive hippo in Germany that weighed almost 10,000 pounds.
So they can't use that as a norm. If it's the heaviest one ever caught, and they say up to 10,000 pounds because of the one,
We're not fat shaming the hippo.
I mean, why are you fat shaming? You don't have to fat shame him. He weighed 10,000 pounds.
Remember
Like,
when you
it's self-explanatory. Oh, I remember one time I was a kid, and I got a whole bunch of big people in my family. In fact, I might be the smallest one in my family, women included, right? There's no lie, growing up. So one time, my grandmother looked over at my grandfather. She said, I'm getting fat, right? So my grandfather, who, he didn't really care. They've been married for a long time. He said, you're not fat for a 7-footer. And So me and my brother, we sitting in the other room, and we like, that's the first time we learned how to quiet laugh. You know how you try to we sit there.
Now, is the person who owns this zoo a big Bulls fan?
A Bulls fan?
Yeah.
Why?
Named after Luol Deng.
Oh, get out of it.
Well, you like
-1.
This whole time you were saying that story, he was trying to think.
He was trying to think of something.
He was trying to find a way to get you bothered right before we went to
Why
commercials.
you couldn't let us get off the air and just enjoy some football tonight? Yeah, you had to ruin the goodbye.
I don't need your guys' approval. Barry Jackson had my snooping around tweet. He retweeted it.
Oh,
That's the only approval
so
I
that
need.
look, that's all you.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. And that is why we could be in the position that we're in.
Whoa. Karmatic is not a word.
Oh, it's a word.
It is
dude.
not
Karmatic
a
is a
word.
word. Karmatic is
not a
word.
word.
And we got beat by Geno Effin Smith.
Can I tell
Hey,
you?
I can give
Geno
you.
Smith.
All you have to do is go to shrpo.com for a complete list of you.
Must be over 21.
Number 4.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
Join Hawk and Crowd.